Circle. Hey, Marie Castillo. This is Two Men Up with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
I'm turning up your mic now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely turn it up. Turn it up so loud. It's Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys survived another night over at Howie's Sports Page. Let's go.
I mean, one will say survive, another might say thrive.
Yeah, we thrived over at Howie's Sports Page last night. It was me and Van and all the friends of the show and raffle winners and raffle losers, which is part of the dichotomy of winners. You have to have losers. And Steve Palmisano knows all about that because he went to Phoenix to watch the Dallas Cowboys get beat up by the Cardinals over the weekend. Steve Palmisano, owner of the
around to just get to that, didn't you?
Well, guys, I'm a professional radio host. I thought I was the best one in town until this morning when I was listening to the opening drive here on KNML.
Turn up,
good
Steve.
show.
Yeah, we got to turn
up
Steve
Steve.
up a little bit. I'll do that right now. So I'm
Always.
listening to the opening drive, and they said Rio Grande rival P. And that is the funniest thing that I've ever heard.
That's a good one.
And I am upset. I am peed off that I didn't come up with that because it is so smart and it is so perfect.
Steve, make a shirt.
Rio Grande rival P. Can you make that shirt, Steve?
I'll do it right now.
Thank you. We're excited for that. I'm listening this morning to the opening drive, and they have the offensive coordinator on from New Mexico State, and he's like, yeah, that was kind of stupid or whatever. And they keep going, Rio Grande rival P. I'm in my car, and I'm going, oh, God. Oh, God. So the opening drive is the best one. They're so funny, and I'm jealous. So if you listen to us and you listen to the opening drive, then you're in.
Okay. I see what you're doing there.
All
right.
They're the best.
When I was at the last Lobo game, I went to I don't like to stay in line very long.
No, you're not
Steve.
a line guy.
You know that about
you're
me.
Not a line guy.
I get anxious
You're a
super
line
easy.
cutter. Yeah, he's a cutter.
Either a cutter or when you got the inside info, I would just go into the field house.
Yeah.
Use the restroom where
going to the field house.
Our Lobos use the restroom. And they got a chart on the wall of the different colors of pee.
Yes.
And how hydrated you should be. So it goes from exactly clear.
That's a good one.
You're as hydrated as you could possibly be. You got the light yellow, the medium. Once you get
the mellow yellow is on there.
Once it gets medium yellow, where you're starting to see actual yellow,
they have Coca-Cola Brown, which
you got to drink some water.
Yeah,
you got to drink some Powerade,
and
it goes all the way down to crimson.
Crimson is the last one.
Crimson is
the
last one.
That's so smart. That's so incredibly correct.
Yeah.
We're live at the ABQ Dukes store. Ice Toast Baseball's over, boys. So let's big this for Ice Toast Baseball.
Yeah.
So we'll give them their flowers throughout the course of the week. They had some guys win some stuff. They set some cool records. We'll go over all that. But what that really means is more of the boys is what that means.
You got it.
So we're going to go 3 hours today. We're going to go 3 hours tomorrow. Press the brakes on Thursday, y'all. Still got to get out of here at 5:30 for Thursday Night Football. Where do you listen to Thursday Night Football? I can't remember.
Oh, right here, 95.9 FM,
That's
AM
absolutely
610,
correct.
The Sports Animal. With our friends at Westwood.
That's correct. The home of Kurt Warner, which no one should say his name like that. He's
too nice.
That was not heavenly.
Yeah, don't say it.
No, that was like if one of Adam and Eve's bad kids said it. They only had 3. 2 of them were terrible.
They had 3?
They had 3.
Huh.
Yeah, 3 boys. Do the math.
Oh.
So then, moving forward, and Friday 3 hours. We'll do 3 hours on Friday. So we're here at the ABQ Dukes store today. Come hang out with the boys. 10% off your ABQ Dukes purchase. That comes out of Van's pockets.
Send me to the poorhouse, friends of the show.
Here's what we could do. What we could do is we could really get in and out of your and I pockets all day long.
Okay.
We could do that. So if you go to dccwtickets.com, you can buy tickets to Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Great idea.
Which I own. We have a show on October the 19th. That's at the Historic El Rey Theater. You buy tickets to that will put money into Daddy's pockets,
Sure.
which are my pockets. Then also give money to Steve Palmisano of the Albuquerque Dukes. That puts money into his pockets.
Straight out of Vans.
When you buy a piece of apparel straight out of Van's pockets.
10% at a time, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hey, Marie, how many tickets and hats can I put you down for?
Give me a handful.
Great
Well, are there any left? Are there any left?
Like chairs, there's a handful, and it's
I was gonna say,
If
isn't
there's
this
any
the
left, I'm worried
champion?
about the
This is the
limited edition
championship.
Mike Piazza Dukes merch
and Van
flying off the shelves.
Van took his headset off so he couldn't hear you, Amory. Maybe the worst radio in the history of radio.
Well, I had to take
Yeah,
a
we're
look.
starting off a little.
Yeah,
Hey, what's happening?
Starting off a little wonky here.
that wasn't
but
for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's a handful of seats in like the second tier available.
I
But
thought it would have been. I thought it was already sold out.
the ring sides are all gone. All those
Let's go.
yeah, all those good ones are gone. I mean, they're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
Not
I
a
don't know
bad
why I
seat
said it
now.
like that. They were a lot better than that Rams offense last night.
You know,
Ooh.
when I'm at the El Rey Theater,
Yep.
I like to go around. I like to mingle. I like to get a bunch of different angles.
Okay.
But I tell you what, if I had to stay in one spot, it would be upstairs. Angle upstairs of the
It's
ring
sweet, dude.
is so cool.
It's sweet because like how pro wrestling is. Pro wrestling is like pro wrestling, so you get like
It's very pro wrestling. Like,
very right. So they're doing moves and stuff. When they're out there, you can kind of see it a little different because it's made for an audience looking up,
sure.
and this is definitely an audience looking down.
Uh-huh.
This is so kind of a lot of fun things. Speaking of fun things, there's a quarterback controversy in the city of New York. The
Ooh.
New York Jets have brought in world beater Trevor Siemian. So welcome,
All right.
welcome.
It's about 4 weeks too late.
Yeah, if you're a Broncos fan, first of all, 505-246-0610. Do this. Call the show. Call the Sports Animal Hotline. Amory will answer. Amory will then say,
Okay.
listen, I'm not a licensed therapist, but I understand if you're having thoughts of if you need a welfare check is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, that's a great way to say
Yeah,
it.
because I saw a stat from this is a very accredited source called the Internet,
Mhm.
where Russell Wilson is actually hated more than Deshaun Watson.
Oh, my.
Yes,
I'm going to strongly disagree.
That's crazy.
But who am I to go against the internet?
the Internet said that. Ouch.
I mean, you're talking about like analysis.
Yes,
We're talking statistics.
correct.
I saw one by this NFL legend that referred to that game as an ass whipping.
Oh, okay, yeah.
An ass whipping.
Yeah, was that
Yeah.
was that former Russell Wilson teammate any of them?
Yeah, that's that
Yeah,
every
is that
person
who-
ever.
Is that who said that? Tiki Barber today. Did you guys see this thing? So Tiki Barber
oh my
today.
gosh.
So
Come on.
also inside baseball. I've met Tiki Barber a couple times. Tiki Barber has been very nice to me every time I met him in a professional setting. Does radio stuff. We interviewed his brother before he went into the Hall of Fame. Like
We were the last interview.
we were the last interview we ever did. Like this is, I mean, he's not dead. Last
Yeah.
interview he ever did pre-HO.
before putting on the jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that said, this is the softest dude of all time.
He's too nice for his own good.
I don't know if he's too nice. I think he's too tempered. I think he might be. I think it's called a crybaby. He might be a crybaby loser, is what I'm saying. So whenever he hosts his radio show there in on the Fan in New York,
Right.
because he took over the afternoon slot, right? Like he's the guy now. He's supposed to be the guy who's the Giants running back or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Nice try competing with us, Steve.
yeah, good one.
Okay. Like anyone's listening.
But anytime that they got to talk Jets in New York, it's hard.
Yeah.
They have sucked forever. And why would you want to talk about the New Jersey team anyways?
Sure.
So
We're both New Jersey teams.
they're so Joe Namath is saying how Zach Wilson's the worst quarterback of all time. The former afternoon host on the Fan, who I guess does weeklies now, is coming on and saying, is that Joe Gorgiano? Is that his name? So he's coming on and he's like, hey, this guy sucks. And Tiki Barber's crying because he's literally crying because he's trying to show support, I guess, for the city across the bay. It doesn't make a super amount of sense to me. But he throws this hissy fit, storms off, and at the very end of it, the Jets sign Trevor Siemian.
Uh-huh.
And you go, how did we get here?
Tried to told you.
How did you, New Jersey Jets, say, hey, we got the answer here. Pending a physical, we're going to go with Trevi Simi Boy. That's our guy moving forward. And Amory's over here just trying to keep her palms from sweating because she's going to lose Kirk Cousins eventually to anyone in contention because he has slowly moved from the 15th best quarterback in the NFL all the way up to 13th. And a lot of teams want that because we got a top 15 guy here in the mix.
Yeah, Trevor Siemian is a great fit for this team. I would personally rather have a name like Matt Ryan to fit that Aaron Rodgers leader mold.
Yes.
But Trevor Siemian, I tried to tell you 5 weeks ago, football fan, that you needed somebody better to back up Aaron Rodgers than Zach Wilson. And then Aaron Rodgers actually went down week 1. You should have been calling this guy, texting him, emailing him. You should have already had the physical done. You should have the physical in your email. You should have paper versions email. You should have blueprint.
You're
should
actually
have hieroglyphics. They should text you the physical results. You should
you're
already have all this.
Doctors to every available quarterback's home every day.
Preemptively.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
just
they're
go.
just there for physicals. Also, we've seen you nutritionists and personal trainers.
Everybody who's ever played quarterback is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson.
Yes.
I'm surprised I didn't get a text. I haven't played in 22 years.
Are you in the portal?
Yeah. I got eligibility, Danny G, by the way, if anyone goes down.
Can you imagine, and we'll just use Joe Namath as the example, because he goes on radio yesterday, and he's like, listen, Zach Wilson is a loser.
Yeah.
This is a team of losers. They all claim to love each other. Teams that claim to love each other are teams of losers. Teams that want to work hard and compete against each other and win, those are the teams you want. I am Joe Namath. And it's weird to keep saying his own name, but that helps.
Sure.
That helps in these examples. If you're Zach Wilson and the best Jet to ever do it, maybe just the most famous, if the most famous Jet to ever do it says, you're not the one who's going to be able to do it, you're not the one of one, you're the one of very few, you can't come back from that. That's like if Marshall Faulk were to tell you that Jonathan Taylor is not the guy.
Right.
Like, it doesn't work that way.
Aaron Rodgers is the best Jets quarterback of all time. He took 4 snaps. Joe Namath, you can make a great case that Joe Namath is the worst Hall of Famer in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
The statistically worst player in the Hall of Fame. Still a Hall of Famer.
Still a Hall of Famer.
Still a Jets legend. If anyone can talk smack about Zach Wilson, it's Joe friggin' Namath.
Well, but
believe him.
If you're the Jets organization, you can't let that happen. If you're the Jets organization, you have to say, hey, Joe, if you're going to be doing any radio, hear me out. Shut up. Don't say a single thing about our guy. We're trying to trade for Kirk Cousins.
And then Joe slowly puts on his mink coat.
Yeah.
Listen up, B-words. This is how it's going to happen. Robert Saleh doesn't have the balls to talk smack about a subpar quarterback, so I'm going to step it up and do it.
Did you hear his quote?
Joe Namath is doing a favor for all Jets fans across the world.
Amory, give us the quote.
Okay, this is what Saleh said. He said, as long as he's talking about Zach Wilson, as long as he continues to show his preparation the way he's been practicing, and even in these games, he's not the reason why we lost Sunday. It's no. He goes, it's always a team effort. As long as he continues to show improvement, I know from a box score standpoint, it's not showing. He's going to be our quarterback. Give me a break.
Did you guys see the Carson Wentz quote? How come nobody want me, man?
Poor Carsey Wincy.
No one calls him Carsey Wincy boy. No one calls him
Carsey Wincy boy.
Ugh. Just the worst. We're going to jump around the NFL a lot today. We're also going to do a fun little preview of Major League Baseball playoffs as it's kind of lining out the way it's not expected by me at all throughout the course of the entire season. I am low-key kind of surprised by the teams in the mix.
Cardinals.
Isn't that weird? They're so bad.
They never even showed a flash of competition all year.
Oh, my gosh.
Didn't their first and third baseman go 1 and 2 in the MVP vote last year?
And then John Mozeliak, the GM, is like, hey, don't worry. We're going to stick with Marmol.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Don't worry. I'm with you, Dallas Cowboy fans. My team is full of losers, too. Oh, my. Steve recaps his trip to Arizona. How are the fans in Arizona? They were nice?
The best.
Are you lying?
No. You know what's weird? I had a terrible experience with Cardinal fans.
They're the worst.
They're the worst. As in the Arizona Cardinals.
All the fans that go to those games only have one finger.
Oh, God.
So dangerous.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's weird. It's weird to me because when I watched the game, it was like 80% Cowboys fans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like just...
Well, not those fans.
No, they're all great, right? Cowboys
yeah,
fans.
Sure,
they can do nothing wrong.
Sure.
We know how lovely Cowboys fans are
there
historically.
To watch a game.
We're just there to boost the economy. Yep. We can do that because we're such forthright citizens.
Absolutely making that trek. I mean, who else travels like that except for the Yankees?
How did
I
the
don't know.
Okay.
At the Sunday Night Football, looked like a Steelers game in Vegas.
Oh,
That too.
that one counts. Steve, the last time the Yankees went to Arizona was 2001. How did that work out?
Hey,
Work out pretty
felt
good.
like last Sunday.
Steve, are you a Lakers
thought it was
fan
PS.
too? You're a Cowboys.
Good
Yankees.
question.
Are
That's a
you
good
a
question.
Lakers
Can
fan
the
other
too?
one.
Damn
Celtics.
the
Can I-
Lakers.
What do you?
Oh no,
Celtics, right?
Okay. Oh, I'm
Yeah, of
sorry.
course.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. He says my last name's Paul Masano. Of course, I'm a Celtics fan. There's not like two teams that are more racially divided than Lakers fans and Celtics fans. It's not even close.
Are basically Celtics fans and anyone who produces melanin.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is how they
Yeah.
line out,
Uh-huh.
and they love, they love to never claim it. Like they're like, oh yeah, just because I really liked John Havlicek.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
I just you know who I did like though, play for the
Danny
Pistons, that Bill Lambier.
Oh,
That guy
yeah.
could go.
Mhm.
That's like, shut up.
The only Madden you own is the one with Peyton Hillis on the cover.
That's the best one. Peyton Hillis and some quarterback. Speaking of tough white guys, Dan Campbell talks about Sean Payton. Let's go.
Yep.
My favorite one and my least favorite one. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay, guys. Fred, either turn yourself down or turn Van and Steve up.
I'm now down.
That's about your normal spot.
So watch out for that.
Okay,
That's
Van, you.
that's your exact normal spot.
No, after I adjusted him, Van just started adjusting him.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Check
Sorry.
1, 2. Does Fred sound better?
Yeah. Fred sounds better.
Okay. Steve, we
Van,
got Steve jacked up. Is he good?
Steve, talk.
Hi.
As you make your
Yeah, he sounds
1, 2,
way
3,
better.
4.
Steve always sounds like lower than you guys.
Yeah,
And then,
he's soft as shit.
if you
Have a
see an
low
accident, call the traffic.
voice.
no. Now, Steve, you sound good now.
I-
And Van, you're good.
Yep. I
Goodbye,
believe
America.
so.
Now you're great.
Tris-
Okay, great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Providing New Mexicans with quality
Dude, what do you
furniture and
mean?
service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle
lift
from
it,
the
pull it forward.
96.3 News Radio KKOB
Hold it,
Traffic
hold it
Center.
forward.
Get qualified for a trip for two to jolly old London. And you can get entered right now. Just
Is that
text London, London, to 505-246-0610.
The hustle.
5 days and 4 nights. 4-star hotel and airfare could be yours. And the winner will be from right here in New Mexico. Honestly, read the contest rules on our website. It's there, bro. Brought to you by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or at fiestasubaru.com. Text daily to increase your chances from 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval
Way to
at
quit
an
the live
even
chat.
better price. That's right.
It's the Wi-Fi here.
Good neighbor service
I've not touched anything.
The
to
rundown
help
for the
you
show
save in
today is I'm just
Albuquerque.
going
Call Art
everything
today
r/NFL
at
and every topic.
338-0300.
We're going to see how
Okay.
this works.
Awesome.
Exergen
I normally pick from it. I'm just going to go in order.
on contact thermometers with
I've literally
children
never
back
done
at
that.
school.
No, that's smart.
Yeah.
You mean down the headlines?
Contact thermometers
I
are
guess they're
inaccurate.
headlines.
That's why
That's good.
I skipped the
It's trusted
advertisement
and
for
used by
Chili's
medical
3 for
professionals.
me, $10.99 deal.
thermometers
Did you see their deal though? You get 50% off wings on Monday Night Football if a player says "the" in front of their college.
In business, service is everything.
Do I have to
Cintas
have
delivers
ordered
what
before
you
the
need
introduction?
to better serve
You know what? I'm actually going to look into that. I just saw the advertisement last night.
Also, why would
Job
you just listen to
imagined,
Howie's again,
tested
please?
and inspected by
I didn't go to Chili's. I'm just letting you know. I saw that at my house.
It's wild when we're at Howie's and we have to tell everyone you fucking hate Howie's.
I like Howie's.
.com.
I'm not going on a Monday night.
All these fans showed up and they were like, "Where is A. Marie?" And
That is not true.
they absolutely did, and I was like, "I don't know. I'm only her manager."
No, stop. Also, Lenny called in to ask if he could be the board operator whenever I have to travel for vacation.
Oh,
experience, and results. We have thousands
it
of
was a bumpy
five-star
road
reviews.
for a little bit while you were gone, but we got to figure it out.
Lenny was like, "Can I be do you think they'll hire me to be the board operator when you have to go out of town?" I was like, no, I don't know.
7-Eleven.
We got it all resolved. I'll talk to you about it.
I'm Jeff
offline.
Stambietta. Wednesday on the opening drive, we're joined by ESPN's Marty.
I think in general, he just wants to be on your show.
Start at 7 a.m.
Mike's up.
On the count of 3, who's the worst person you guys have ever met?
Like met?
A human being? Are we doing sports adjacent right now?
Well, we're going to talk to Dan Campbell and Sean Payton, but I think Sean Payton's the worst person I've ever heard of.
But you've met him?
I've never met Sean Payton. I
Oh.
wasn't going to name him. I was going to name a person I met.
I didn't
doing
catch
heard
his
of.
name on Sunday, but
The fan at the Arizona Cardinals game.
I couldn't see the game for his middle finger.
That's probably a really accurate answer.
I was like, oh, was that another fourth down we missed?
If I had one finger on each hand.
Are you talking about Mike McCarthy?
Yes. Everyone hates Mike McCarthy.
All my homies
I don't know
hate
why.
Mike McCarthy. Because he's got the best quarterback in the NFL that should be starting for the New Jersey Jets, Cooper Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just stashed him on the bench. And why don't you do this?
Shameful.
Trade Cooper Rush for all the talent in the world to the New Jersey Jets and get anything to help the Dallas Cowboys, is they now have the clearest path ever to the Super Bowl with the super weak NFC offense. NFC everyone's.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not doing it. The Rams did this 3 years ago. They set up the formula. They realized, look, everyone sucks. We just have to be a little bit better. Dallas, do the same thing. Be a little bit better than everyone who sucks.
I told you that team's going to fall apart without Trayvon. He's the linchpin of that defense. You're trusted to be on an island out there. It changed the whole trajectory of the season not having him out there. You're like, oh, Van, they're going to rally around him. Next man up. That's what good teams do. No, they fell apart. Got beat by the Cardinals.
Dan Campbell said on 97.1 The Ticket, on if he talked to Sean Payton after their 70-20 loss Sunday. Dan Campbell said, quote, I don't make that call after that. I'm not touching that. I get that they're friends. Obviously, he played for him in New Orleans. It's the whole deal or whatever. There's two views, right? To me, it's the coaches ostracizing him, like exiling him from the quote-unquote brotherhood of coaching, or it's a, hey, we're all going to rib you real bad 1 week.
You got to let some more time go on. Because even if you text him like something supportive, it's going to sound sarcastic.
It is.
It's going to sound like a dig no matter what.
You have to give him the space that the Broncos defense gave Miami wide receivers all Sunday.
Exactly
Oh my
that.
God.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was like, hey, man, we're just not going to talk about other teams. Sean Payton talked about other teams, and every coach took it personally. Because even if Nathaniel Hackett couldn't, his last name as the head coach of the Denver Broncos, he's not out of the brotherhood. They're all still about that guy. Mike McDaniel's like, listen, dude, I'm going to put it on you, dog. Like, I'm going to low-key embarrass you to the point to where I could embarrass you to an all-time embarrassment, but instead I decided not to, which only amplifies the embarrassment.
That makes it more embarrassing.
It's so much more
that
embarrassing.
He made his team quit with 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
He put it in the scrubs, and they still moved the ball. He had a chance to set a record and didn't. Oh, my God, that's even worse. You take a personal vendetta and you set an NFL record.
Right.
That's bad enough. You have all the open space to set and obliterate the record, and you choose not to. That is worse.
We're at the ABQ Dukes store. Come hang out with the boys. Got Piazza packs left. What's up?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
Do you have smalls?
For you?
No. You have mediums? You got larges?
I got a medium for you.
All right. So there's mediums, larges, smalls,
Yes.
extra larges.
Yes.
Is there 2X's?
Yes.
What about for big boys, 3X's?
Yes.
There's not a 4X. I swear, if there's
no,
a 4,
there's not. We couldn't get 4X. We do usually do 4X.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
How come Dan Campbell doesn't talk to losers?
He's a man of character and integrity.
He's like, oh, sorry, I don't talk to losers. I don't.
Before the injury reports start coming out, take the Bills and the points next week. You know how tired Miami's going to be?
Oh, yeah. I was like,
they're going to be so tired.
We ran.
They still might win that game because they're so prolific right now, but they're going to be just beat.
Have you seen Tua press conferences, guys? Like this week?
Didn't they just kick another field goal?
Yeah, they did. They just put more points on. Retroactively, the NFL is like, actually, they did set the record. It was hard to count that high on the spot, but we went back and looked.
Yeah, we missed 2 touchdowns.
I want to know. I know we're talking about Miami, but like, what about the Broncos? They're facing the Bears this week. I want to know who's winning out of the worst teams, the Bears or the Broncos.
The Blunder Bowl.
The Blunder Bowl.
I mean,
the Broncos are favored, right?
Oh, is it in Denver?
Allow me, boys. You go straight to overtime rules. First team, Chicago, Denver next week.
It's in Chicago.
You just start in overtime. First of those 106 losers who scores any kind of NFL points just wins.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It'll probably be a safety.
It is. It would be something of that, and it's not like a good safety. It's like one of those crappy ones like Gardner Minshew had, where you just step out the back line, and you're like, wah wah.
Oh no, it's like a punt from the 50-yard line with like 6 fumbles, and the ball keeps going backwards and backwards and backwards. While
it's the Tank Bowl
music plays in the background.
The Tank Bowl.
The Benny Hill theme is.
I love the Benny Hill theme. It's sweet for the Detroit Lions, who, by the way, aren't as good as everyone thought they would be. It's sweet that they are now being asked about loser teams, because they were for so long. Like, Dan Campbell and the city of Detroit has tried to just wash the mentality of being losers out of their building for the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. And now they're getting asked about losers. Like, that's a sweet win for Detroit.
It's worked last 11 games, 12 games? Detroit has been one of the best teams in football the past 12 games. Second half of last year and starting off this year. Of course they're asking Dan Campbell because he's like a legit coach with a legit team now.
And it's Sean Payton is like, obviously you got the worst quarterback in Russell Wilson, the most hated guy in the NFL, more than Deshaun Watson. You have the worst coach in the NFL in Sean Payton, the most hated guy as a person in the NFL. And then you have a front office that gave a buttload of money and traded picks for both of these losers. Mm-hmm. There's nothing about the Denver Broncos organization that is cool. It is full of losers, and I feel bad for Albuquerque fan base because I think there are some Denver Broncos fans here.
There's tons here.
It's a big market here.
You have to become Dallas Cowboys fans because you can't walk around in your orange and blue because you look like a loser. Like, this sucks. Nothing about this is a positive for Denver. Your basketball team's the team now. Losers.
Well, hey, let's not skip over the Buffaloes either.
The Buffaloes are the show.
They were so overrated. I tried to told you last week, friends of the show, Oregon is vastly superior of a football team to Colorado. And they got put it on them almost as bad as the Broncos got it put on them.
The whole Pac-12 is fire right now.
If you are an exclusive Colorado football fan, rough weekend. Eek.
What the Rockies do, I can already tell you. I didn't look. I can already tell you.
I mean, I know what place they're in. I don't know what they did over the weekend.
Oh, gosh.
The Broncos are favored -3.
In Chicago?
In Chicago.
Vegas is baiting you right now.
They just got beat like as bad as you can get.
Literally.
Beat. And then they go into the next week favored.
Me, Van, you, A. Marie, none of us had seen a whooping that bad in the game of professional football.
In our lifetimes.
In our lifetimes. And Vegas is like, still not as bad as the Bears.
Nobody's even talking about the Bears. It's just a joke that Denver's still favored.
It's a joke that both of them exist. They both are.
They should have been relegated. We should have had, instead of Chicago and Denver this year, we should have Lexington, Kentucky.
Love it.
Oh, my gosh, guys. Stop.
In Boise, Idaho.
Mhm.
Should have
They're
been.
still NFL teams.
should have
They're
been moved
still
up to
elite
the NFL.
athletes.
Amory, you're very wrong. They are.
I am not wrong.
Listen, put a team in Vancouver, call it done. They deserve a team.
Oh my.
Give them a
Good
team.
spot.
It's a good spot. Toronto got a team yet? Let's put one in Toronto. There's another good spot.
Right.
Mexico City got a team yet?
Mexico City be crushing it
Let's
right now.
go. The Denver Mexico City Broncos. That's the squad.
Yeah. Denver and Chicago gets relegated down to the SEC.
Yes.
They play 1 year in the SEC.
Mhm.
They'll
And-
probably do well.
Well, hold on. Chicago will still lose to Vanderbilt.
A couple of times. They're not going to go.
For a while, or it's still rumored that the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to move to
Jaguars.
Chicago.
Jaguar.
To Chicago.
So there's
Yes.
Be a second Chicago team?
this is a Shad
Yes.
Khan thing because he's got all the Illinois connections.
This is a oopty duke to send them to London.
So it could be.
Yeah, that's a swerve.
Amory, I didn't know you were going to bring that up, but I am a little bit up to speed on this because that's my stomping grounds. He had said he would put him in Champaign the way that's where the Bears played when they were redoing Soldier Field. They put him in Champaign for whatever amount of time to build another stadium in the north side of Chicago, which, I mean, there's enough people there.
Sure.
You can make that work. Also, if you played your cards right, if you were in that area, I mean, you could go to a Packers, you could go to a Bears, and you go to a Jaguars game like every week. Like that's sweet for football fans.
Mhm.
Or, hear me out, move the Jaguars to Central Texas so there's a good team in Dallas.
Oh
nice,
my gosh, Van.
Build a stadium downtown Dallas.
This is smart.
Yeah.
So
Put the Jags there.
They could use that. There's a field right now in Arlington they could use as
Okay.
a practice facility.
Yeah.
And
Steve,
then-
I just want to let you know these two were saying that the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl a couple
That's
days
what I
ago.
thought.
yeah, until they lost to Joshua Tire Shop Dobbs, and they couldn't do anything. That was the most embarrassing.
In his
No.
defense, it's Alopecia Awareness Month,
That is true.
and he is going to crush this month, obviously.
For the cause.
Yeah, for the cause.
For the cause.
Yeah. You know how well I do on St. Patrick's Day?
I mean, Denver couldn't have picked a better week to get blown out.
We continue our Cardinals talk whenever we get back. I don't know what we got besides jokes. Their offense looked pretty good. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit.
Josh Dobbs looks like an NFL quarterback, and I have not been happier for any other human being in my entire life.
Me too.
No Kyler, no Hop. Cardinals beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Mhm.
More on that. All right, because we already ran
There's a
Denver through the mud.
Bunch of injuries for the Cowboys.
We actually didn't get to talk about it yesterday,
I
Steve. We
mean,
waited
no.
for you.
I mean, I can't even. The list is too long.
The Cardinals are in the top 10 in efficiency, offensive efficiency through 3 games. That's wild to me. We'll go more into depth on that whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal, live from the Albuquerque Dukes store. Listen to Thursday Night Football right here on the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
You do anything to keep your vehicle happy. Let's make sure it stays running smoothly. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, the right parts are just a click away. When you see the green check, you know that part will fit. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Traffic right now. We're dealing with quite a bit of congestion. Westbound on I-40. That's going to start as you approach Carlisle. It's going to last until Course. So be careful going through there. Northbound on I-25, dealing with a couple of slow spots. The first as you approach Gibson, that's going to last until Central. And then again, starting around Candelaria and lasting until Montgomery. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Comanche, traffic moving slow there. Also seeing slowdowns right now, westbound on Paseo. Those are going to start at I-25. They'll last until 2nd Street. Northbound Coors Bypass, traffic moving slow as you approach Ellison.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
During Ram Power Days at Malloy Ram in Los Lunas, save over $7,000 on a new 2023 Ram 1500. When you think Ram, think Malloy Ram in Los Lunas. MalloyRam.com.
Always see dealer for details. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Get qualified for a trip for 2 to Jolly Old London. And you can get entered right now. Just text London, 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 to 505-246-0610. 5 days and 4 nights, 4-star hotel, and airfare could be yours. And the winner will be from right here in New Mexico. Honestly, read the contest rules on our website. It's there, bro. Brought to you by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or at fiestasubaru.com. Text daily to increase your chances from 90
No, it's
AM 610. The Sports App.
J. Cole sent it to the Jets.
Project being print perfect, guaranteed.
I need invitations and post to be perfect.
I need
No, J. Cole.
for my business.
Booklets will be in
Name Marie has
captivating
the
color
answers.
and will
J. Cole sent a letter from Colin Kaepernick
right now it's
What does
Staples.
that mean?
to the Jets.
Because they're not going to
Try Staples and see the
letter
difference.
from
Ends
Colin
10/14.
Kaepernick.
Exclusions
So it
apply.
has to
See
come
associate or
from
visit
J. Cole.
staples.com/print for details.
Who's J. Cole?
Wow, Total Wine really does have
The biggest
everything. I
rappers
found a
in the
great
world.
Prosecco for under $8, your favorite Cabernet, and Ruthie.
Ruthie?
Hi, that's me. What can I help with?
Colin Kaepernick wrote a letter asking the Jets to join their practice squad. That's the whole thing.
What is the
Dollars.
J. Cole Association?
I know,
don't see
right?
that
You
on it.
can't beat that price.
J. Cole released it.
To the public?
Yes.
That makes more sense than what Van was saying.
And sent it to the, tag the Jets and sent it to the Jets.
Drink responsibly, be 21.
It's the massive sales gargantuan blowout at Fiesta Subaru.
Why are you talking like that?
Because my voice sells lots of cars.
So you're telling me that me saying Fiesta Subaru delivered
But yeah, so
best safety
it's a long letter.
experience
I just wrote the
isn't
whole
as good
thing.
as you saying it?
Yes.
See, what's with the sound effects and all that fluff? No, just stop. Folks, just come see us in person today at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or fiestasubaru.com.
Fiesta
This
Subaru.
can't be real.
Okay, I'm
This
done
is
with
so
you.
stupid.
At Staples, you can count on every project being print perfect, guaranteed.
I need invitations.
Also, Travis Kelce's jersey spiked up 400%. It's the top 5 selling jersey.
For my business.
Your invitations and booklets
I
will be in
mentioned that yesterday.
captivating color
Just-
and will be done
just
right
bleeding,
every
though.
time. That's Staples Print Big Promise. And right now at Staples, get $50
All right,
off your print
Bleacher
purchase of
Report
$150 or more.
is
Try
reporting it
Staples and
too.
see the difference. Ends 10/14.
No, it all the sources, all
.com/print for details.
J. Cole just spread it everywhere.
Yeah. We might have never heard of it.
Trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot
I
of
on and
hay,
off have gone on a bunch of
ZipRecruiter
dates
finds
with a
you
girl that has
the
a J.
needle in
Cole
the
tattoo
haystack.
right here.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who
fun.
post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within
where
the
you say
first
she's
day.
kinda
Try
fun.
ZipRecruiter for free
You're saying
at
she's half black.
ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's
He
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
autographed her, and then she
Hi,
got
I'm
a
attorney
tattoo.
Kevin Rowe. Over the years, Lerner has helped over 150,000 people.
Have a minute.
You know
Billions
her.
of dollars for their injuries. What does that mean
Oh.
to you when you're looking for a lawyer? We not only have the experience, but the proven results to recover
This
money
is
for
on a
your
live
injuries.
stream. I don't wanna
The
say
insurance
what I'm
companies know which lawyers
attached
won't
to-
put up a fight. You
He
call
attached
us,
a list
we
of
call
his
them,
references.
and they know they have to pay.
Yeah, good references, by the way.
This will come as no surprise to you.
Oh, duh.
Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney.
If I would have put any thought to it whatsoever, that would have been
Hey guys, it's Susie Schuster, and I am so excited for my new podcast coming out this fall. It is called What the Football with Susie Schuster and the Princess of Darkness, Amy Trask. If you're looking for a new podcast to listen to about jargon, heavy-legged waist benders, this is not for you. We're going to have big girl conversations where we are going super deep to bring you week.
Travis Kelce also has 500,000 new followers.
Trask wherever.
That's so
That's
funny.
not enough. That's not a big enough swim.
Rome Show.
I mean, I love
Kinda
the game,
disappointed
but
in
I don't
something.
play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mike is hot.
We're going to bump this Cardinals segment for a second. We're going to bump making fun of the Dallas Cowboys. Take a moment to thank everyone who's rejoining us for the NFL season. Let's go. Let's go. We're not dumb. We know summer comes. What are you doing? Concerts?
Yeah.
Barbecues?
Traveling. You got your family vacation.
You got a lot going on.
Road trips with the kiddos.
Oh, well, and that's maybe you're seeing your kids for the first time in months.
Right.
Maybe that's part of your. That came off weird the way I said it. Let me bring that one back.
Yeah.
Because they're not in school.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean like a. And also, if it's a joint parent situation, we support everyone being involved.
I picked up what you're putting
Yeah,
down. I understood.
I am as big of a fan of families and the support that surrounds them as anyone you've ever met.
Also, with the sheer numbers we put up,
the numbers,
there's some deadbeat dads out there too listening.
Oh my gosh.
You know who you are.
Yeah, one of them's right here.
It's okay. You're not a dad.
Oh, shoot. That only leaves one of us.
Oh, Steve.
Well, also not a father. ABQ Dukes store is picking up, so Steve Palmisano has gone into cashier role. He'll join us later in the program. We didn't want to make fun of the Cowboys without him.
Oh, for sure.
So that is a
only talk smack to his face.
Yes, Steve Palmisano, the ABQ Dukes store. It is kind of fun though, the fall, right? Like we get all these fans that are back. You know, we got all these friends of the show that come back to the sports talk radio. They hadn't necessarily been here. You know, it's whatever. Baseball season is an off season for a lot of people. That sentence is Greek to me.
Right.
What I just said.
Because it's the best sport of all time.
It's the best one.
And I don't understand why it's not everyone else's favorite.
When you say baseball is the best sport of all time, Amory goes, "Is that a city in Russia?" Because
that is not what I say.
You say, I'm sorry. Let me re-announce.
You're acting like I don't like baseball.
That is correct. Yes.
That is not true. It's actually on my bucket list to go to every stadium in the United States. I've been to 13 of them.
She sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, she presents it.
Amory, baseball's the one that we talk about when you're not here.
Yeah. Okay, this is the thing. I love baseball. It's just football is my favorite.
Oh, I see.
It's tiers for me, is what it is. There's not one's the best, one's the worst. There's tiers, and I would put baseball in a tier, and I would put football in a tier, and they're both not in the same. They're not in the same tier.
Baseball's
yeah, just like your brand, Fred. My brand is NFL. Your brand is wrestling.
Well, I have a lot of brands. I'm a very
and when I think Van, I think baseball.
I'm a versatile.
When it comes to number one, so am I.
I have been recently playing Josh Sushan in the Immaculate Baseball game every day. We send each other with invisible ink our picks so that we're not spoiling it.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. You're not in the mix, man.
Because I'm too good at it.
If you like to be, well, here's the thing. We can't really predict what time you wake up in the morning, and we do it at like 7 o'clock.
It was late today.
Yeah,
today it was late.
So
your boy's been sick.
Part of my bit with this Immaculate Baseball game that I play with Josh Sushan every morning, where we send each other our picks with invisible ink.
How do you do that?
You press and hold the send button, it goes to invisible ink. There you go. So as we're playing the game,
no, he wants to know the actual mechanics of the algorithm that came together to create
Immaculate
the invisible ink.
Oh, okay. Steve Jobs.
How does that work?
Steve Jobs was sending nudes.
Mostly black turtlenecks is how this happened.
That turtleneck tough guys said, "Here's what we need: give us some gold chains and some sweet turtlenecks, and we'll be some tough guys." That's what they did. So part of my Immaculate Baseball game is I also added. So you know how the game works, where it's two categories. Amory, I'm going to explain this. Let me mansplain this for a second to everyone.
To me or to listeners,
friends of the show and Amory.
No,
So
you don't need to mansplain it to me.
So it's a 3x3 grid, which makes 9 tiles. Okay, and 2 tiles will intersect. So one category will be 30 stolen bases, and the other one will be the Oakland Athletics. And you have to pick someone that fits both those. So you would pick anyone that would fit that. But I also tried to incorporate was also a St. Louis Cardinal.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Mm.
So
for every answer.
For every answer.
Ever.
So I'm making it much more difficult. So I've never got a perfect one. Because I don't know if it can be done.
With all Cardinals.
Right. Because obviously I want to say, you know, Coco Crisp is the answer to that one.
Right.
But he never played for the Cardinals.
Right.
So it's how do you do it? And it's incredibly difficult. But I don't think Josh has caught on yet.
Well, he will now because obviously he's a regular listener and loves the program. So you just spoiled your surprise. Good job.
Carlos Beltran has played for a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm.
That helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Also run a Rookie of the Year, so that helps in a lot of categories.
Sure.
Just a really talented guy. There's not a category for the bastard cheating Houston Astros, but he would be in that one too.
He would.
Yeah.
Epic postseason run with the Astros.
Yeah, he would be.
He was a legend for like a year and a half for the Astros.
And then they canned him. Well, sorry, they trash canned the games, and then they fired him.
Right.
Yeah.
I would just guess Bartolo Colon for everything because he's played on every team.
He played on all the teams.
Yeah.
Friends of the show, welcome back. You know, for football season, please do not forget that Van has been brainwashed by a Major League Baseball team called the Houston Astros, and he's forever in defense of that. It's not a radio bit. You walk around in real life like this, and there's just an essence about you that repels others.
First 12 years of my life were spent in Houston, Texas, and every single summer we went to multiple games. I grew up with it. I loved it. I still love it. It will be a part of my life, and it's not my fault that the team that I grew up with just tries harder than everyone else. That's not a fault.
I appreciate that you stay loyal, Van.
Thank you.
He also roots for the Confederacy, but we don't ever talk about that.
It was a good run. It was a good run. All right. States' rights or something.
Something. Dallas Cowboys suck. When we get back with Steve Palmisano. Is that right, Steve? Did we get that right?
No, you didn't.
We saw it. We all physically saw it with our own eyes.
Okay. I'm just proud of Van for being a fan.
Thanks.
For sticking around.
Of the South?
Yeah, the Astros.
Of the Mason-Dixon lines?
Yes.
What do you think Steve wants to talk
Actually
about
not.
more, the Yankees or the Cowboys?
Yeah, what's up with your Yankees right now?
What?
I mean, we can finish up this baseball talk with Steve if you want.
Yeah, Steve, you want to go to the Yankees?
Well, I'm just happy that the Yankees beat the Diamondbacks and smashed their hopes of making it to the playoffs.
I love that the Yankees are in last place, but they won too many games to have a high draft pick. They're just floating in mediocrity. It's hilarious.
I wanted to count the total remaining games of Yankees. So there's 6 games left for the Yankees on the year. And fortunately for them, only 3 of those are against the Blue Jays because they could probably beat the Royals. But
Astros can't.
That's a good point. They have a chance to finish below 500. That's like incredible for you. That's like a really fun thing.
Yes. It's been a great year.
All of our baseball teams suck.
But
hey, it's not just your New York Yankees. The other New York team is also a huge embarrassment.
Yeah. I don't know. What team is that?
That would be the Metropolitans. Oh. The 2 highest payrolls in baseball are both sitting in last place. It's pretty sweet.
I'm assuming A. Marie is also a Cardinals fan, and we're like 20 games under. So
I am not a Cardinals fan. I did see Mark McGwire hit 3 home runs when he broke the record, though. I was at the stadium traveling with my mother.
That's nice.
Did you catch any of them?
No. And I wanted to sit in Big Mac Land, but I couldn't get the tickets.
They're very expensive. Big Mac Land tickets are still expensive today.
Mm-hmm.
One time, Albert Pujols hit it with a baseball, and it knocked out the M at Big Mac Land, and they just let it sit like that for a long time.
That was cool.
It was super cool. Baseball's so much cooler than everything else, except for the football talk we're about to have whenever we get back. Dallas Cowboys suck on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sports animal.
This report is sponsored by
Claire.
Stage. What will you find at Macy's Backstage? Here's a hint. Fall finds for $25 and under, like sharp blazers, cozy sweaters, cargo pants, jackets, and more. Find the latest trends and new arrivals at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Traffic right now, we're dealing with that congestion westbound on I-40. That's going to start right around San Mateo, and it's going to last until Coors, so be careful going through there. Southbound I-25, as you approach Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns. Those last until Montgomery. Westbound Paseo between Jefferson and the river, traffic moving slow there. Southbound on Coors at Montano, dealing with a little bit of a slowdown there as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. You think Sean Payton has any regrets yet? The Broncos coach, who has talked openly about wanting to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame one day, was just handed a 50-point loss. The Broncos defense, which was the lone bright spot a season ago, was uninspiring, allowing Miami to run roughshod over them. Where is this going for Denver? Sean Payton was quick to point fingers at everyone else when he got to the Broncos. What is his excuse now that they're 0-3? I'm Maggie Gray.
Celebrate Cherry Fridays with these sports animals. Every Friday before a home game, we're turning the town cherry. Join the sports animal for a t-shirt raid in the parking lot of one Albertsons somewhere in the city. Get your Lobo gear and home game tickets while supplies last. Join us from Albertsons on Ventura Street this Friday at 11 a.m. Get there quick and help us paint the town cherry from 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're here so you can get a bigger boat. How so? We're the one-stop shop for metal, which means you can get any metal, cut to any size, ready real fast, saving you valuable time to convince your other half why a twin-engine center console makes...
Guys, the fans are starting a petition to remove Rowdy. Have you seen this?
Supermarkets.
The Dallas Cowboy fans are starting a petition to remove their mascot, blaming him.
Favorite bourbon and awesome vodka.
The Cowboy?
Remove Rowdy?
Did you say mascot or Prescott?
Exactly. He's been a mascot since 1996, and they're just blaming him that he's a jinx.
Always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly.
Blake's Slaughterburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952.
Is he the goat
They use
that
the
started
best
the Chicago
ingredients,
Fire?
like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Slaughterburger, the first there was, the best there is.
A ductless mini split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool crisp air in the summer. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini
All right, you got 10 seconds.
today for a free, no obligation.
You'll have 4 minutes in this segment.
All right, we're doing all politics.
Right today.
I'm out.
Daniel's Way. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Felons.
New Mexico's Sports Authority. 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike is hot.
$10,100.
10,104 days since your Dallas Cowboys have been in an NFC championship game. Not Super Bowl. Not Super Bowl champions. Not the best team on the air quotes planet.
America's team.
Southwestern America's team, somewhere in between New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Louisiana.
Hey, Marie told me that Dallas Cowboy fans, which by the way are rational and calm, that they
optimistic
have started a petition to remove
Rowdy.
What now? Rowdy is
the mascot.
It's a real person.
Hold on. I don't think I heard you correctly. Did you say remove mascot or remove Prescott?
Which one was it? That's a good
question. I think sometimes you just hear what you want to hear because I know you're ready for a Cooper Rush fan.
It's overdue.
But it's remove Rowdy as the team's mascot. It's the smiling cowboy with the oversized face and hat. And I guess he's been a staple at Jerry's World, or even before that, since 1996, which marked the beginning of the potentially ongoing streak. So I guess it wasn't their defense or, anything on. It's Rowdy.
Yeah, it's Rowdy's fault. It's totally Rowdy's
This
fault.
this is textbook deflection. This is like a mental health issue at this point.
They're calling on the Cowboys to let Rowdy ride off into the sunset and work with fans to find a new mascot who can bring positive energy and good luck back to the beloved franchise. Are they serious?
We're so mad that the team we have on the field is losing that we want to kill the mascot.
Sure.
That's their plan.
Is Mercury also in retrograde? Like, what is this?
What is this?
Okay. Is that why?
Steve, are you pro killing
No.
this
I'm
cowboy?
pro sending that guy to Denver and have him get on the Bronco that they have at Mile High, and they can just
Bad news.
Right off into the sunset.
They haven't found a lot of success with him either.
How about not have 13 penalties that cost you 107 yards? And how do you have over 400 yards of offense and you lose?
That's too many yards and not enough
Who's she
points.
talking to? She's talking to Cowboy fan.
Yeah, she's talking to friend of the show and or Cowboy fan.
I don't.
You don't want to talk about it, just say that.
It's weird being at a game live.
Yeah, we've all been there.
You know,
Yeah,
because
been
it's
there.
not like you're watching on TV.
No, it's way worse.
It's
Yeah, it's
weird.
way worse.
Yeah, I hate it.
I
Football is
didn't-
only
I
good
didn't
on
know what
TV.
the score was until like the third quarter.
So sweet.
Football is tailor-made for television.
It's for TV.
The vibes live, it's fun. I recommend everyone do it at least
Mhm.
once.
Yeah.
It's a better product on television.
Do you want a cheap TV? You do it when the NFL season starts or when the Super Bowl starts.
Mhm.
That's when TVs are cheap and beautiful. Because that's the way football should be watched.
I've also been to a Cowboys-Cardinals game in Glendale, and it's like the Cardinals are the road team.
Yeah.
It's the worst home environment I've ever seen in any game, any professional sports competition I've been to, and I've been to a bunch.
Mm-hmm. The Cowboys losing to the Cardinals is so significant. No professional team in the history of modern day sports since 1900 has had a worse week than the Chicago Bears. And we are still talking about how bad the Dallas Cowboys are.
I think we are.
Well,
I don't
and the
know.
Cardinals
Everybody
started
else.
off with the Commanders and the Giants, which they haven't been, terrible this year going into week 4, but they've all been close games.
Yeah.
What?
The surprising was, though, against the Cowboys.
The Bears had a multi-million-dollar break-in in their facility, had one of their coaches' house raided by the FBI.
For a reason that's not officially released yet, which is still terrifying.
How their star quarterback said he doesn't listen to their coaches, and they got their ass beat, and we haven't mentioned the Bears until 55 minutes into the program.
I thought he just said coaching. I think he said I don't listen to them. I think he just said it
I
was.
think it's obvious
the
he doesn't
coaching.
listen to them. I think the results would be there if he did.
I thought he said, let's get rid of the mascot.
He said coaching.
Dak mascot.
Remove Rowdy.
You guys know the Bears would be a lot better if Aaron Rodgers wasn't our daddy. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Clear.
Like a guy, so I'm a role model of the teen, even Twitter clicks. I'm a he had a show, came backstage to politics, said I was a favorite rapper, I just acknowledged it. Model girls, for chicks, time to serve, put rest to wine and dining girls. I be kicking it with all kind of girls. The beat, the sound of the drum, put it in the pot, make it sizzle like gumbo.
Day of the Tread, the Day of the Dead themed bike event is October 28th and 29th. The Boss K Bone Shaker Gravel Ride offers 3 distances. Our road event has distances for all ages and skill levels. Go to dayofthetread.com for more info.
Seeing more congestion right now westbound on I-40. That's going to start at San Mateo. It's going to last until Coors. You're going to want to be careful going through there. Northbound I-25. As you approach Gibson, you're going to see slowdowns. Those slowdowns are going to last until Lomas. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, moving slow there. Westbound Paseo, congestion is starting right around Jefferson. That's going to last until the river. Also starting to see slowdowns now. Westbound Alameda as you approach the river.
This report is sponsored by NexGard Plus Chews. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and parental chewable tablets, is the one you want for your dog's monthly protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your veterinarian about NexGard Plus Chews today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report.
Let me start today by giving Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals this much. They did what they had to do. It wasn't pretty. In fact, it was mostly hideous, but they were under more pressure than any other team last night, and they went out and they accomplished their mission. Mission being avoid starting 0-3. Mission being avoid 0-3 with a hobbled Joe Burrow. And ideally, avoid dropping to 0-3 without Burrow further bleeping up that already bleeped up calf. Cincinnati did succeed in doing all that, and they made it out of that game 1-2, apparently with no Burrow setbacks. I can hear the sighs of relief coming from the Natty all the way out here in California. All of that said, Joey Burr, tough as he is a rough watch right about now. Joe Cool is more like Joe Ice Cold right about now. He just does not look like himself or anything close.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're here so you can get a bigger boat. How so? We're the one-stop shop for metal, which means you can get any metal, cut to any size, ready real fast, saving you valuable time to convince your other half why a twin-engine center console makes sense for you and your entire family. Happy fishing, soldier. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Oh, Total Wine really does have everything. I found your favorite bourbon, an awesome vodka. Oh, and Ruthie.
Ruthie?
That's me. Always happy to help. Honey, Ruthie found that amazing Cabernet you loved.
Oh, yeah. That Cabernet was really good.
And we have it for the lowest price in town.
We've got to get another bottle. So glad we found Ruthie.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike is hot.
Hey, Marie, is Taylor Swift music now sports music? Is that like an official thing?
It most likely, I assume. And she's probably, I think you said this before in the program when this all started happening with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, that she's probably going to come out with some sports bangers.
She's going to come out with some sports bangers. So the other day, Steve...
Or at least about her relationship with a football player.
Welcome to Get Off Work if you just got off work. Welcome to the program. Welcome back to Sports Talk if you took some time off during the summer. I'm Fred Slow, Steve Palmisano with me. We're live at the ABQ Dukes store. A. Marie back at the studio. The Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing is interesting, Steve, because you hated Taylor Swift 10 minutes ago, and now you love her.
I will never, ever get back together.
That's so sweet. The other day she tweeted, here's how weird this country we're in is. The other day she tweets, hey, get registered to vote. The other day she tweets that, right? X's it or whatever. And her link received a crazy number, 100,000 like pass-throughs, right? And of that, those people checked to see if they were registered. And if it wasn't, it was something like she registered some 35,000 people to vote over the course of one tweet. This is incredible. Yeah. Like, regardless of your belief system, regardless of whatever you got going on, register to vote, have an impact in your community and the nation. I suggest start with your muni elections.
Yeah.
I see Sunday, I guess I see so I saw it yesterday. I see these like videos on YouTube where there's like pastors or there's like community guys that are like, we have to now counteract the Taylor Swift. We have to do, and I'm like, I am very confused. I am incredibly confused how a person could not be having the most opposite Chicago Bears week in Taylor Swift, doing all the things correctly, registering people to vote, getting superstar boyfriends that play for the Chiefs, having not just the top song, but the top 10 songs in the country. Like, she is on top of the world, but for whatever reason, people will find a way to just spread putrid and hate. Van Nunley rejoining us on the program. Does it blow your mind, Van, how people that like are literally living their best lives and making the best impact they can just receive vitriol from so many others?
Am I the show that is? Am I the person who's surprised, who has a show that's directly fueled by haters? That haters exist against Taylor Swift? No, I am not surprised. She is successful and nice and sweet and beloved by hundreds of millions of people. Of course, she's going to have haters. Look, I am adjacently one of them.
Yeah,
I can give 3 flying expletives about her music, her life, blah, blah, blah. I know she exists. I know how big of an impact she has on our world. And I understand that she is a nice person. So I'm going to give her a pass for all that garbage music because she's so nice. I understand her impact.
I'm a big fan of her fight against the music industry. I'm a big fan of her fight against streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of her
Ticketmaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of her efforts to mobilize the youth of this country.
Sure.
To be involved in political awareness. I didn't realize the impact of her rub, though.
Right.
The Taylor Swift rub, figuratively and literally, is the best thing that can ever happen to a human being. Marie told me today Travis Kelce has got 500,000 plus new Gram followers. What?
And in my estimation, that number's low. I thought the Taylor Swift bump would be in the tens of millions, not just, 500,000. That's a lot.
It will get there. I'm going to tell you why, because Swifties are down the middle right now. They're like mad. They're like, they don't want her dating a football player, or they're waiting to see if they actually like him. 500,000 for this like public appearance in 2 days is pretty good.
It's incredibly good, guys. I don't know why we think that's not the most impressive 1.5 day swing in the history of social media from a guy who us and everyone listening to the show would argue is more popular than Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce is not.
He is not.
He is not even close.
10 Travis Kelce's isn't as popular as Taylor Swift.
According to Steve, he's not even Jay Novacek.
Right.
Yo.
I got you, Steve.
Yo.
I got you.
Okay.
I don't think he's available, though, for Taylor.
We don't know.
No.
We don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
His jersey is it the number 1 selling jersey in the NFL now?
It catapulted from the 20s to top 5. 400% increase in 2 days.
So he sold 5 more.
That's Steve. You tell me you're a small business owner without telling me you're a small business owner. Steve goes percents. What's the total cumulative?
What are Piazza's numbers?
Yeah, what's his sales at?
He called me. He's like, we better have more than 400%. No,
that's what Piazza said.
Yeah,
I would have said if Mike Piazza calls my cell phone. First of all, I'm screenshotting that. I need that moment forever. There's a handful of dudes. I think he's one of those dudes.
Yeah.
Also, one of the most legendary happenstance things that's happened over the weekend with Kelce and Swift. Have we decided on a nickname, by the way?
I thought we went with Swelsey.
Swelsey. Okay, that's not bad. I'm into it. Let me chew on it a little more. Okay, you got the jersey sales. You got the Instagram followers.
Yeah.
You got bazillions of teenagers
learning
learning the rules of football. Anybody seen his stat line? 7 catches, a touchdown, 69 yards. The weekend that he starts hooking up with Taylor Swift, he has 69 yards. Nice. That is legendary numbers.
Marie told me she thought all the Swifties were buying the jersey so they'd have something to burn whenever Taylor eventually breaks up with them.
I wonder
Chiefs fans are going to be so annoyed because Swifties are so crazy and so loyal. You know they're all going to travel and go to that Chiefs game now.
Mm-hmm.
I know a bunch of legit, super hardcore Chiefs fans.
Same.
Conversely, the last decade, I know so many bandwagon wannabe Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
And even they will be mad at the Swifties joining the cult.
There are people in this city that are industry adjacent to what we do that breathe the Kansas City Chiefs.
Sure.
And I will make fun of them on air. I'll make fun of Patrick Mahomes. I'll make fun of Andy Reid. I will do these low-hanging fruit make fun ofs. And these people who are industry adjacent, who understand the game. They go, you're a real bully, dude. I got so sensitive about the Chiefs. Like the dude Chiefs fans right now, Taylor Swift. That sounds like a cool guy. Is he related to DeAndre?
Yeah,
That's what's
exactly.
going on right now with NFL fan. Like playing the Dumby card. You're not Dumbies.
I mean, anybody our age and younger, 100% in the 100 percentile knows who Taylor Swift is. Maybe can't pick her out of a lineup. Maybe you're like me, who could go his whole life without noticing one of her songs playing because you don't know any song besides the Shake It Off one. That's fine.
That's also fine.
But you know who she is.
Yes.
Everyone knows who she is.
The social media stuff is wild too, because it's like I was looking at Steve's Twitter, and Steve was like, "Can you believe she's eating chicken nuggets with ketchup?" I'm like, Steve, I don't think your focus is on the right aspect here. But that's
Also, she has made it known that chicken fingers are her favorite.
See, my thing was made up. I just made my thing up.
Oh God!
No, it's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Marie's a Swiftie.
Yes.
She's always been a Swiftie. Even
I've
before
been
Kelsey.
Swiftie, even before Kelsey, and since she was country.
Oh,
she is a little bit country.
Going way back.
She's a little bit.
So do you think he's already
2004? I've been.
I'll go
Swiftie.
out with you, Taylor, but you cannot write a song about it.
No, I don't think he said that at all.
No.
Yeah.
What?
And his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, have your people call my people.
Taylor Swift's lawyers are going to be exponentially better than Travis Kelce.
Also, the song writes itself. The song's called 187, and what it is, it's what are you guys laughing at? I'm trying to give you the lyrics to the song right now.
Please go.
I'm the one. He's the 87. We could write this whole thing out. Like it's like, and he killed me emotionally. Like it's a whole thing. You just write the whole thing.
I think you could do better.
I
think.
Dear Chat GPT.
So 187 has been done quite a lot in the gangster rap world.
You don't think that's Taylor's
You think
next?
Taylor Swift can rebrand the number 187?
No, but she.
Also, young.
She lives for 89 and the number 13.
I don't
You
know.
got to sit on it. My
favorite those references.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. My favorite social. Obviously, there's been a lot of memes, a lot of talk, a lot of tweets, a lot of whatever on this whole Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing. My favorite thing was Travis Kelce's ex came out today and was like, "He's a cheater, Taylor. Be careful."
Of course.
Listen,
he doesn't play on the Patriots.
Yeah.
Hey, every young Philadelphia Eagle fan who's also a Swiftie is in shambles right now. Shambles. They cannot handle the dichotomy that they have going now because they probably only became Philadelphia Eagles fans because Taylor Swift told them to. And now she's dating a Kansas City Chief who just beat their Eagles in the Super Bowl. And now they're going to have to get rid of all their Eagles jerseys and put on all these new Travis Kelce's jerseys that they just brought from all over the world.
Didn't he first reach out because he had some wristband?
It's
that he gave her?
work,
It's a work,
Steve.
yeah.
The whole thing is a work.
He shot his shot, man. He put it out there.
that
He's
is
like,
not-
"You rocked Arrowhead. Come see me
Oh
rock
my God.
Arrowhead."
You guys not even know who Pete Davidson is.
That was
None
on-
of this.
that
I
was
do
on
know
the
who Pete
wristband?
Davidson is.
No, it has nothing to do with the wristband. That's the work. That's the angle they put out there. They have been doing this thing for
a
some
PR
time.
move.
That's a PR move.
Yeah.
At the time that thing happened, they had already been sometime intertwined.
Oh.
They had already for some time been
already been an entanglement.
Yes. It's been a whole thing. They're what's that secret society you talk about all the time that runs the earth?
Cowboys fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they've been in that for so very long already. And that bracelet podcast story was them testing the waters.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like the most famous celebrity couple of all time, Van, go ahead.
George and Martha Washington.
Okay, it's Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss
Okay.
Elizabeth. And whenever
Marilyn and Jody.
who are those people?
Yeah.
Are they new? ChatGPT gave me a banger song. But the
Steve.
point is, yeah.
No, go ahead, Steve. Even the Cowboys are on board with this, so you better become a Swiftie. Micah Parsons tweeted out, "My brothers, one woman can change your life. Start shooting." as he was referring to Travis Kelce shooting his shot with Taylor Swift.
God, there's better words.
Not in this political
What
climate,
do we do?
Micah.
Donald Trump held a gun yesterday as a felon. Like, what is he doing?
Felons can't hold weapons.
They can't do that. They got to stop doing that.
Quit giving evidence of your crimes, you fool.
Oh, God.
Worst criminal ever. Also best criminal ever. Never get in trouble. But Micah Parsons not only put out that tweet, had like a video plea to all of the NFL to start shooting their shot and hooking up with famous people to give more attention outside of football fans.
What's the point of becoming famous if you don't? I mean,
Sure.
that's the whole reason to get famous.
Yeah.
To shoot your shot?
To shoot your shot.
If you're not like a Kurt Warner type, that got like a bazillion kids with your high school sweetheart or whatever, if you're not that, do the Kelce thing. Like, that's a good one. Try that one out for a minute.
How do we know it was him? Maybe she reached out first.
You know, back to Fred's original point, it might be like some Illuminati, like blood oath.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah. Some weird.
But all the people in the world, she would reach out to Travis Kelce.
No, she and he did not make this decision.
Oh, somebody else did.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're overlords who are pulling the strings up there. You know, Steve, they.
You know what Taylor Swift has? The same thing A-Marie has, a manager. And that person set it up for her and Travis Kelce. That's what happened.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was Taylor Swift's manager.
I mean, of all people.
Matchmaker.
Her dad?
I mean, Travis.
Her dad is her manager.
Was it Britney Spears?
No, not on that
That's
level.
a conservativeship. That's a whole nother thing.
No. A conservativeship?
That's not correct.
That's what Sean Payton's in.
Oh, ouch. Conserve how many points he's going to score.
Ew.
The texter is upset with our opinion on the Cowboys and the quarterback for New Mexico State. Hawk sent us a message. We'll go into that whenever we get back because I think he's got points.
Uh-oh.
But I don't let my fandom get in the way here. I calls it like I sees it. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear. Wayne's on the phone.
Northbound I-25 near San Mateo.
Wayne is on the phone.
All right, we'll get him when we get
all
back.
the way back to Candelaria. Be careful going through there. A lot of congestion westbound on I-40. That's going to start as you approach Carlisle, and that lasts until Coors. Also northbound I-25 between
Hey, do you want my cup? I can
and
just give you my cup to take.
slow there. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Montgomery. Got some slowdowns there. Westbound on Paseo right now between 2nd Street and the river. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Also westbound on Alameda approaching the river, dealing with some slowdowns in that area.
I'm
this
with you.
report
I'm also,
brought to you by Quality by
I'm
Di
also
Lorenzo,
jealous that I'm
Lomas,
not with
and Pennsylvania.
Taylor Swift.
This September, remember, you'll always save more money at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas. Get 1.9% financing OAC on all Acadias, Terrains, Envisions, and Encore GXs. Quality by Di Lorenzo, QualityDeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Minnesota. The way they lost, they chargered it at the end. They're blaming it on their home crowd noise. They should have gotten 4 plays off. They get one off, and it was rushed. And Kirk Cousins throws, and look, tight end put it up like a volleyball set. They're 0-3, and they charged it against the Chargers. So they should have won that game. And my number one loser, the Broncos, they give up 70 points.
Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
No one wants legal problems. Somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956.
They're not allowed to be my friend.
Run.
Or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free.
Yeah.
Call
Is that like a girl?
956
That was in that
5539
video.
800 956
where people are
5539.
trying to put up.
I'm Scott Stigler. American
Travis
Leak Detection
Kelce,
has a
Taylor
lot of
Swift,
stories
Robert
from homeowners who get a water bill that's much higher than normal. One Albuquerque homeowner's bill showed she used 40,000 gallons in 1 month. That's extreme, and the bill was too. Look for spikes in your water bill. If it's much higher than last year at the same time, it could mean there's a leak. And leaks can do major damage, much more costly than just a high water bill. Call 296-1757 for a free water audit to check for leaks, or visit AmericanLeakDetection.com.
Take us with you.
Also, if you know it
anywhere.
I think that makes you.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Here we go.
Wayne's on the phone.
Yep.
Mike is hot.
Just search KNML.
Joining us on the program, friend of the show, Wayne. Wayne, what time of the day were you born?
The time of the day?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like 12. I don't know.
There's 2 12s. I like that answer. That's a good answer.
Somewhere in between 1 and 12.
All these guys on Twitter, guys and gals, Wayne, on Twitter, they're trying to see how compatible Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are by their birth times.
Oh, wow. That's totally a whole, what they call a Swiftie kind of mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you guys always do a lot of sports adjacent, so I definitely want to chime into the whole sports adjacent. I just definitely think Taylor Swift is running out of content, especially with her tour ending and stuff, or I think she was just trying to find someone else she could break up with to write a new song about a football player. So it's going to be interesting to see that. There's going to be a lot of fans of his during that time, and new fans, but as soon as they break up, they're all going to hate him and bash him. I just hope she puts the same kibosh on him like she did the NBA teams. Every time she was on a tour in their city, they lost. So I hope they do that with the Kansas City Chiefs too. So it definitely seems, but it definitely seems more like a ploy. Like, unfortunately, Taylor Swift's infamous for dating a lot of guys who are top of their peak at the time, and then gets hurt with them, and then writes a song about them. So pretty soon we'll see a Travis Kelce song. Hopefully it's a good song because I really don't like the guy, so I hope it's kind of a bash on him. So that's just my take on that, guys.
What else is up, Wayne? How was your sports weekend?
It was good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
You got all that?
Yeah, every piece.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough weekend. My youth kids lost, and then Cowboys lost, and the only upside to that was my Longhorns won. So aside from that, it was a kind of rough weekend for sports. But
Texas,
and then Colorado got their butt kicked, so that was fun to watch too.
Now hold on. Did you care before Deion if Colorado got their butt kicked, or is this a Deion only caring?
It's a Deion only caring. Even my son's like, everybody needs to get off his stuff because it's like I get it. I mean, he had death, but like even the Oregon coach said, he says, "Prime coaches for clicks, I coach for wins," and he said that after he whooped him 42-6. So. I mean, I get it. You're trying to publicize them, but you're not Miami yet. You're not the Hurricanes yet. So you can't have that bad boy mindset and be cocky and dominant if you can't even back it up yet.
My favorite thing.
Calm down a little bit. It's okay, but
my favorite thing about
that arrogant right now.
My favorite thing about a big statement on how stupid social media is whenever you stage it perfectly for social media, just like Oregon did.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah, whatever you can do for poster board, right? Whatever you can do to help motivate your team.
He definitely knew he was being recorded. Be good, Wayne. He definitely knew what he was doing. He definitely knew he was being recorded. He definitely knew exactly what he was talking about, and he put it out there in the exact clickable way that every single thing Deion Sanders does.
Yep.
Yeah, they staged it perfectly.
Staged perfectly.
It's not like someone just pulled out their phone like, oh, I think this might get good. That thing was on the whole time. They're like, oh, okay, he's at the 32-second mark. He's about to say it. Camera's on.
Yep. Cut it here.
Share.
Yep. From the texter.
More viral than anything Dion said all weekend.
Good point.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Hawk, sends us a tough one. We're a big fan of Hawk, and he says, I'm fixing on giving 3 Fs to 2 men on the show with all this Cowboys bashing and calling Pavia a loser. At least no one was hurt. Remember, Pavia is a national champ and a young man that made a questionable decision, not a loser. That's friend of the show, Hawk. I'm going to say this about that. And also, I've kind of heard some other stories now. So my original understanding was the Pavia situation happened Friday night before the Saturday game. UNM found out on Monday, communicated to Mexico State immediately. That might not necessarily be the story now. The story may be this happened at some sort of camp beforehand. There's some weird stuff going on. I tried reaching out to an insider to figure it out. Calls not returned at the time of this broadcast. I guess I don't know the entirety of the story the way that I thought I did. I got a real question mark. And you know what? If the word loser is too harsh for fans of the Pavia family, for fans of New Mexico State,
sure.
Okay. If you need me to change that word to something else, I'll change it. I'll change it to questionable.
You want to say idiot?
Maybe.
I'll slide in the word idiot.
But
we prefaced our analysis on that situation by saying he is a young student athlete. These guys are still children.
Developing.
Very, very loosely throwing around the word adult when you're talking about college students.
Lenny is on the phone.
I agree.
I will not say that in my 20s I'm going to justify all of my behavior. But this guy peed indoors on the Rivals logo. Don't ever try to defend any tiny bit of that.
That's not the one.
You can use whatever adjective, adverb you want to describe this kid, idiot, loser, whatever. It's all going to be too harsh because he's a kid. He's a kid. I mean, I could talk about a 21, 22-year-old like that. If he was 12, I'm not using the same verbiage, but it's still just as stupid.
And, and just to write off Hawk's text here to the Sports Animal text line, 505-246-0610, Sports Animals text line. The Cowboys talk is the rubber band effect of us getting fooled into thinking that they're the world beaters that we saw in the first 2 weeks. And I'm not really mad at Cowboys. I'm mad at myself.
Sure.
Because I drank the Kool-Aid.
It's a lot of
Cowboy-Aid.
Yeah. If you, Hawk, regular friend of the show, OG friend of the show.
Very good friend of the show.
Who's got 2 thumbs and predicted the Cowboys to lose in the Super Bowl? This guy.
You did.
Right here. Yeah. Am I regretting that a little bit right now by losing to what I thought was the worst team in the NFL? Yeah, sure.
Joining us before the break, we'll try to sneak he in, friend of the show, Lenny, who will tell you right away he had picked the Cardinals over the Cowboys this weekend. Lenny, welcome to the show.
No, I didn't, but I did pick the Jets to lose. They just didn't cover the spread, I don't think. But I'm excited now. They signed Trevor Siemian, so that means we won't get relegated to the XFL.
That's a good point.
But we are heading to the number 1 draft pick for next season.
If you want Caleb Williams, leave in Zach Wilson.
That's the play.
Trevor Siemian's good enough to win you a couple
Trevor
games.
Siemian, the last time Trevor Siemian played for the Jets, he played 1.5 quarters and damaged his ankle when he was out for the season in relief of world beater Sam Darnold.
Okay. Can't beat him, join him.
Where's Mike White at?
Seems to be an issue.
Mike White is in
Miami.
Washington. Miami. He actually played the other day. He was 2 for 2, and he threw a touchdown, I think.
He's got more.
So how bad is it? Have you ever? Now let's say go back to Sean Payton real quick. He says that Wilson needs to stop kissing the babies, but Wilson wasn't on the field for the 70 points that was given up.
Because he doesn't play defense.
Different position, different side of the ball.
I understand, but it goes down to the coach. Now, I've never seen a live video game before, but that was as close as you can get. You had a rookie running back score 4 touchdowns and run for 212 yards.
After the game, he said, everyone pronounced my name wrong.
Okay. Arcane or whatever is it? And he was a 6th-round draft pick. But he was the fastest player in the draft. And this was without Jalen Waddle. Otherwise, they might have scored 85.
There's probably some truth to that as well.
No, they still could have. They scored 70
They
points.
could have.
with
They
8
didn't want to
minutes
go
left.
for the record and embarrass the other team. I give them respect for that. So let's just go real quick. Pick for the end of the year. Is it inconceivable to see Miami and San Francisco in the Super Bowl?
No, it's very conceivable.
Oh, you mean the
See,
two best teams
Cincinnati
in the
looks
NFL right
bad.
now?
I mean, Dallas, I think, was disjointed from losing Tavon Diggs. And they were something in their head got it. And sometimes you need a good loss to get back on track. So I'm not worrying about the Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, we could
What
have
else is in the NFC?
Lenny. We could have all the Cowboys hate on here. A lot of punchlines about the Cowboys, but credit
I'm not
the
making any
Cardinals.
punchlines. They've lost the game. So what? How many other teams that were predicted to do good so far haven't been doing
I
good?
only watched the one.
Yeah, any given Sunday, yada yada yada. The Cardinals
And
secondary
I want
was
to congratulate
fantastic.
the coach. I want to congratulate Brandon Staley for going on 4th on 1 on their own 24 to almost give the game away. Who's this guy's coaching from? What analytics says a minute to go in the game, you're up by 4, let's go for it?
Didn't trust the defense.
The friggin' Camilleri crime family who still owns one of the casinos in Vegas.
Unless the
He's their
punter's
coach.
foot imploded at the time of the punt, even if he jacked it out of bounds 10 yards down the field, that's still better than the position they gave him.
Still won.
It's inconsistent. I'm hoping Harbaugh just at the end of the season comes on over, and then Brandon Staley ends up with Josh McDaniel in in Las Vegas, and the two of them could look like they're, children of the corn. It's terrible. And Garoppolo really looks good.
Garoppolo is interesting because he should not suck the way that he's sucking.
Really? When did he ever have an all-pro-y or that you could say, this is my guy?
You're making a good point, but I thought this was going to be the one where he had the backing, he had the support, he had the talent behind him, he had the talent on the outside.
Okay, let's go to the flip side. When did Josh McDaniel ever mentor a coach as a head coach, mentor a quarterback to become elite? As a head coach, not as a coordinator, as a head coach.
Well, I don't believe that's been done.
Sure.
It's not been done. It's just like me not getting below 200 pounds. Things that don't happen.
Lenny,
okay, it's just a bad deal. And I know we can't talk NBA, but I'm just going to give you some insight to a trade that will happen.
Okay.
And it's going to be Damian Lillard to Chicago.
I'd be into that.
Not Miami, because they have no one to trade.
Put a little bit of relevancy in the East. I like this a lot.
At least we have that. But in terms of football, the season is just all convoluted. I can't see Kansas City coming out of the East.
Let's visit that whenever we get back from the break. Lenny, you're the absolute best. I think it's too soon. To do like complete playoff predictions. But as
That's what we do.
Yeah, but as we look at the AFC West,
yeah. I got to lean into my Jaguars over Cowboys a couple more weeks until I look like a bigger fool.
The quarterback in LA, Herbert, is the only guy to not turn the ball over all season.
By the way, deja vu. Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Last year was 3-0, 8 touchdowns, 2 picks, looking like a world beater. That's when he started getting hurt.
The sports
Watch out, Dolphin fan.
The sports animal text line is going crazy with Aggie fan. I get it. They beat UNM.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't beat Hawaii.
Right.
And your quarterback still did that weird stuff.
Sure.
If you're in a vacuum where you believe the only thing that matters is between the starting and the stopping whistle of the play of the game, you're very confused on what's going on with art and artist. And I don't think you get the point. I get it. New Mexico State won. They beat UNM. We saw it. And then after that, we saw this weirdo video. As this morning show coined it, the Rio Grande Rival P. Very clever. You then lost to Hawaii.
You lost to Hawaii,
who
doesn't have a stadium.
They don't have a stadium.
They played in a public park.
And UM UNM beat UMass in one of the most exciting games of the year last week. We haven't given enough love to that because of how bad the Cowboys have been.
Haven't shot anybody or peed indoors.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
You got 4.5 minutes.
Thank you for being you.
The holiday season is around the corner, and now is the time to think about hiring. Whether you need extra staff to meet demands or want to earn extra cash, let Express Employment Professionals connect you. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Traffic right now, we've got crash cleanup continuing northbound I-25 near San Mateo, and we are seeing a lot of backups with that going back past the interchange. If there's any way you can, seek out an alternate route. If not, be careful and be patient as you make your way through there. Westbound on I-40 congestion as you approach Carlisle. That'll last until Coors. Southbound I-25 right now, as you head up on Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns. Those are going to last until Montgomery. Westbound on Paseo, right at the river, traffic moving just a little slow. Nothing too bad there, but we are seeing a little bit more of a slowdown on Alameda westbound between 2nd Street and Coors.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
The Malloy Los Lunas Car Rodeo Tent Sale is your time to save. Rope big deals like 0.9% financing during the Malloy Los Lunas Car Rodeo Tent Sale going on now. Visit MalloyLosLunas.com because when you think tent sale, think Malloy Los Lunas.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. After a tough Monday Night Football loss, the BetQL model sees the Rams getting right against the Colts. The Rams are a 1.5-point underdog against Indy, while the BetQL model has the Rams favored by 4.5 points. Rams plus 1.5 is a 5-star best bet. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Recently, Lerner & Rowe was named the second most influential law firm in the United States. Although we have offices in other parts of the country, we are your local law firm. No other law firm in the state comes close to the experience, reputation, and results as Lerner & Rowe. When you're hurt in a wreck and need a check, call the law firm that can get you the results you need. Call Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Scroll 544-4444.
Carlos Obri-Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
At Staples, you can count on every project being print perfect, guaranteed.
I need invitations and posters printed, and they have to be perfect.
I need beautifully bound booklets and presentations for my business.
Your invitations and booklets will be in captivating color and will be done right every time. That's Staples Print Big Promise. And right now at Staples, get $50 off your print purchase of $150 or more. Try Staples and see the difference. Ends 10/14. Exclusions apply. See associate or visit staples.com/print for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
Looking for a digital account executive who can take your business to the next level? My name's Leah, and I would love to help you dominate the digital realm. With my expertise in digital marketing, I can bring a fresh perspective and innovative strategies to help build your brand online. I'll work closely with you to understand your unique goals and turn them into online campaigns that drive results. My name's Leah. Call me at 505-767-6764. 767-6764. Let's explore the possibilities of digital marketing for your business today.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, we're joined by ESPN's Marty Smith. We'll talk college sports with him and the latest on the NFL. Join me and JJ Buck. We start at 7 a.m.
That was a lot of truth there.
Hey, guys. Here we go. Mike is hot.
We're back from the break, and we were a little bit late coming back because some friends of the show were in getting some Dukes hats. And all right, so we just had a guy come into the Albuquerque Dukes store, right?
Yep.
So he buys a hat,
Yep.
and he's wearing an Albuquerque Dukes hat that's like, I mean, that thing's got to be 5, 6, 7 years old, right?
Looked like it.
Yeah. And it looks like that's an everyday wear hat he has on. It's got the stains and the New Mexico Life, and he's buying the brand new A with the Zia, the super nice one you guys have. And then he starts just telling the best freaking hat stories. And I'm like, why do I fall in love with weird?
We got to go back on air.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to talk about your sweet new era collection, how we love,
He said he had 600
hats.
600 new era hats, he said. There's something fun, too, about, like, I like minor league logos. But we use, like, the Dukes as an example. Like, teams of, like, days gone by are just as fun. And, I got St. Louis Brown stuff. You know what I mean? I got all kinds of stuff at my place, which I don't know why I don't ever wear it out. Like, for some reason, I put it on, like, a mantle and just, that's my St. Louis Browns hat. Yeah. Like, I could wear that places. Yeah, sweet.
I had a lot of retro Oilers gear until, the whole Warren Moon thing.
Hate Warren Moon.
I hate Warren Moon.
All right, so for the friends of the show that haven't been with us for some time because it hasn't been football season, we haven't told the Warren Moon story in a while.
Sure.
Steve, do you know this story?
I don't think I do.
Amory, are you up to speed on the Warren Moon situation?
No, but I do have a Warren Moon Viking jersey.
Oh, let's burn it together.
Yeah, would you like to donate it towards?
No.
Okay. Van ran into Warren Moon in back-to-back Super Bowls, and at the first one, Warren Moon did Van as dirty as any human being could ever do another human being.
Well, hold on. Now, hold on. We're all involved in one of them.
Okay, correct.
Yeah. And then me personally. So Warren Moon, his handler, books an interview with our program at the Super Bowl.
It makes sense.
And I was like, oh, cool, Warren Moon. He inspired me to be a quarterback growing up in Houston, Texas. I'm really excited for this. So they had to cancel because their round table panel got moved to another time. Me and our old co-host, Robert Buck D. Gibson,
right.
we go to the panel, say hi to Warren Moon and say, hey, sorry you had to reschedule. Love to, if you got time, fill it in, blah, blah, blah. And he said, yeah, cool, walked away. And I was like, all right, he must have been busy or something, whatever. No worries. Go back to work and do a great week of television.
Fool me once.
Uh-huh. So then we see him at the Lee Steinberg party.
Which is a fun party.
It's a big deal.
Good deal.
All the superstars throughout the world
right.
are there. Sports, music, television.
Mm-hmm.
Just everyone's there.
He is everyone's manager.
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Lee Steinberg, the inspiration for the movie Jerry Maguire.
Correct.
Yeah. He's Jay Moore's character in Jerry Maguire.
He's Jay Moore.
Yeah, he's Jay Moore in Jerry Maguire. Big deal. So I see Warren Moon again, and I was like, okay, well, I would love to have like 30 seconds with Warren Moon and tell him the story of a small child from Houston, Texas, who he was his hero.
Not even on air. Not even on air.
Nope, not on air,
yep.
Not an interview. Just wanted to say hi, let him know that he had an impact on a young man's life. He's the reason that I wanted to play quarterback, and I did until I blew my knee out. I walk up to the guy, and he's in a semicircle of people.
You're telling me there's an opening in the circle that you can safely enter.
I would have slid right in.
Got it.
Slid right in.
Navigated it.
Walked right up to him.
Like his DM.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
You would have slid in easily like it was oily, like an oiler.
And then as soon as I walk up, I was like, hey, excuse me. It was a lull in conversation.
Yeah.
Timed it perfectly. You know me. I'm socially aware.
Sure.
Walk up to him. I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Moon. He backhands me, Steve. He puts his hand up like a sassy middle school girl in the 90s saying, talk to the hand. Literally puts his hand in front of my face, stops me from talking, and turns his attention back around.
To the conversation that had just concluded.
Correct.
He
That
hit
was
you
already over.
with the L7 weenie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, oh my. So as an adult, as someone who works in sports entertainment, didn't bother me none. Don't care. Athletes, actors, musicians, they're just normal people like all of us, and most of them act like that.
Van is lying through his teeth right now.
He Hollywooded me as hard as humanly possible. Yes. And me, the adult, didn't care. But that little child on the inside who grew up an Oilers fan was about as hurt as one human could be. And what do? Us rowdy kids from Texas, when we're hurt, we go on the offensive.
Yes.
We get angry.
Also, Steve, with us at the time, now on a competitor here in town, but Robert Buck D. Gibson, he's like, oh, Van, you can't let him do you like that. Oh, Van, we got to get even here. Yeah. Oh, Van, it's got to be.
And I'm like, I am not getting in a physical altercation with a NFL Hall of Famer at the coolest party of the year.
And I'm not there.
I'm not doing that to us. Or you were feet away, and you had no idea what was going on.
Because Steve, I was having a conversation with Sasha Banks, who was like a WWE wrestler, and there was nothing else in the universe to me. I was just like between words, I'm wiping drool from my mouth, and I'm like, you're the greatest of all time. I can't believe you climbed to the top of a ladder so fast. By the way, one day I'm going to start Duke City Championship Wrestling. Like, that was me.
Uh-huh. And I'm trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
A little football fan from Houston, Texas, wanted to send a shout out to his favorite player growing up, and he Hollywoods the hell out of me. Let's fast forward 1 year.
1 calendar year.
Exactly 1 year to the Lee Steinberg party.
And
1 year to the day.
Whole other city.
Yeah.
It's Van's birthday. It's a whole other city.
This is correct.
It's Van's birthday, both of these things, which we have not mentioned. Van has been like head on a swivel for the entire week we're at the Super Bowl. You came to the Super Bowl with us, Steve. Like, Van's head is on a swivel as he's trying to find Warren Moon.
Sure.
Like, Warren Moon is not going to escape his wrath.
Yeah.
We find Warren Moon.
Oh, man. So we're walking. I'm looking for him all week. Just try to talk some smack, blah, 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 whatever is going to end up happening. The joke all week is I'm going to have a physical altercation with Warren Moon. Obviously.
Every time Van cracks his knuckles or whatever, we're like, oh, here, Warren Moon.
I start stretching. So anyways, we're walking up exactly a year to the day to the exact same party.
Different venue, different city, same people.
Different venue, different city, same people, same party. Okay. Walking up to the red carpet. Who is taking pictures on the red carpet?
One set of group in front of it. Like we are next for our same level of celebrity photo as Warren Moon.
Correct. So we're walking up, and I'm joking.
This is the best.
And I'm telling Fred and Robert, and I'm like, guys, it's about to happen. You guys got my back. Their security looks like really big.
I'm loosening my tie.
Yeah.
Like Robert is like making he's getting ready to take off his J's so he doesn't crease them.
No, in real life, they're grabbing the back of my suit and they're like, "Don't you dare do this to us!" So I get away from them two, and they think I'm about to start something with Warren Moon.
Yes.
So what I actually do is I pull out my iPhone and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, will you take our picture?" So I instead of some verbal fisticuffs or actual fisticuffs, I asked Warren Moon to take our picture on the red carpet without him in it.
Oh, gosh.
Not a selfie, not Warren Moon in the picture. I ask him a normal person who I don't know who he is in real life to take our picture.
No, in the history of your life, Steve, you've never seen a black dude get so beat red, mad.
Yeah.
Like as insulted as any human had ever been. And it was as if it was all washed away. There's no more punchlines. There's no more anything to any level aside from the time that Pat McAfee made fun of your mustache.
So Warren had like this mother bleep moment.
Yes.
And like his security just grabbed him by the shirt, pulled him away.
It's the best.
And then we took our picture and went into the party.
It was the best.
And I felt vindicated.
Nice.
Vandicated.
So, Warren Moon, eat a bag of farts, you loser.
Gosh. We're at the Isotopes game. I know we got to go to break, Amory. I'm so very sorry. Can I just finish my story? Or are you going to yell?
Finish your story, then go to break.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yeah, I just really appreciate that. So we're at the Isotopes game the other day, and we're interviewing Cole Tucker. So Cole Tucker walks up to the table, and it's me and Van and Jake Cassio. And Cole Tucker says to Jake Cassio, "Sweet mustache, bro." And Van's sitting right there.
Yeah.
He gives Van no love. And I'm having these deja vus of Pat McAfee just complimenting another guy and not Van's mustache, complimenting Jared Hart's mustache. And Van, I for 2 times in a row watched Van become like Casper, of skin, just all the life gone from you.
Well, there's some different X's in the equation.
Oh, yeah?
Because at the Super Bowl, when Pat McAfee just skipped over my beautiful mustache, it was a wonderfully curated handlebar mustache that took legit human effort.
Yes.
The Isotopes last week, it's just a mustache. It's just like a guy who hasn't shaved in a couple weeks.
But my reaction was
the second that it happened, I looked over at Fred. I'm like, I'm not going to hear the end of this again.
Cole Tucker hates your mustache.
Deja vu all over again.
Oh, gosh. 505-246-0610. Make fun of Van whenever we get back. Sports Animal text line and chat line. Also, tons of NFL talk. I think I got the story of the day. It involves who should be the quarterback for the New York Jets. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Home of Thursday Night Football, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
Hey, if you're thinking of getting the latest iPhone, you need to stop and check out the insane, amazing wireless offer from Boost Infinite. To learn all about it, just pick up your phone, dial pound 250, and say Boost Infinite. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Traffic right now, crash cleanup, northbound I-25 at San Mateo. A lot of slowdowns with that extending back past the interchange, almost all the way back to Lomas. If there's any way you can, just avoid the area, seek out an alternate route. If you are caught up in that, just be patient as you try and make your way through there. Westbound on I-40 right now, we continue to deal with congestion starting around Carlisle. That'll last until Coors. Alameda headed west right now between 2nd Street and the river, dealing with some slowdowns there. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, traffic moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand it off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man a miss. He's outside the number to the 50. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career global touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were... IRS tax.
You have 45 seconds.
Established.
A caller, I'm named Max, would like to vent about the Cowboys with you guys.
Thank you.
956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
You said
I
Max?
owed $87,000.
Yes.
Scary. I got.
I'm going to try to on 3-hour shows.
I saved
open the phone lines up
$500.
IRS. Don't wait another day. Call 800.
I'm also going to more regularly thank the listener
right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike is hot.
Sports Animal.
Van and I are not therapists. We're not your therapist.
Accurate.
But if you say there, I'm pissed, you can call the show. 505-246-0610. Friend of the show, Max, joining us on the Sports Animal phone line.
Hey, what's going on, man? You guys are cowboy haters, huh?
Today we are.
It's a low bar today.
But you know what? We'll see this weekend. It's going to be a test.
This is one this weekend. What do you think the outcome is going to be, Max?
No, I think we're going to pull it off. But what I'm saying, you can't doubt the Cowboys, though, because you know what? Every given Sunday, that's how it is.
I'm a big fan of that ideal. I like that ideal.
Yeah.
I don't think New England is
professionals.
I don't think New England's the toughest opponent in the history of the world. Playing in Dallas is a big deal. But, you know, after that, like, don't look past New England. Don't look at San Francisco on the 8th.
Oh, I love San Francisco. I could barely wait for that one because we're going to expose them big time. Kyle Shanahan is not his dad. Mike Shanahan's a real coach, not Kyle. He's offensive coordinator.
Max, do you believe that the mascot is part of the problem?
Good question.
What mascot?
There's been just to let you know, it sounds like you're a Cowboys fan, that Cowboys fans are starting a petition to get rid of, to remove Rowdy. Your Cowboys
Rowdy?
mascot.
I never liked Rowdy.
Oh, so you think he is part of the problem?
No, I'm just saying Rowdy was not like I don't know. I didn't like him as a mascot.
Well, they're thinking he's part of the problem since he's been there since 1996.
Do you think part of the problem for the Cowboys this upcoming weekend will be Ezekiel Elliott knowing everything about them and giving all that information to the Patriots?
Zeke.
And then
Zeke's the freak. I know. Zeke is good. But what I'm saying, any running back these days, they can replace him. It doesn't matter.
Take that, Tony Pollard.
I mean, is Zeke like a Kyler?
Pollard's fresh legs. That's all you know what I mean?
Is Zeke a Kyler guy who didn't study the playbook anyways, so he's not going to give the Patriots any advantage whatsoever?
No, but Belichick is a genius. He's a great coach. You can never leave him out, bottom line.
Max, are you calling for Dak Prescott's head and putting in the best quarterback in the NFL?
Good question.
Are you on my boat?
I don't know. I'm frustrated with Dak.
What about Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, he has potential, but you know what? Dak is just, I don't know. He replaced Tony Romo, and Tony Romo loved the Cowboys. He wanted to win a championship, but he just had bad luck. And that's bottom line. And he replaced him. So what can you say?
I want for the Cowboys to do well. I want them to have a winning record, not a 500 record, going into the 49ers game. That's what I want. Is that going to happen, or is Ezekiel Elliott going to expose the Dallas Cowboys through a strong run game and the New England Patriots?
No, the Patriots have a good defense. That's the whole thing. And Dak, he gets frustrated when he plays, against good defenses. That's the whole problem with the Cowboys.
Max, you're the best, brother.
All right, bro.
Hey,
Thank you.
Lucky for the Cowboys, Mac Jones is the quarterback of the Patriots. So they got that going for them, which is nice.
When Max phones, he says, yeah, just Kyle's not his dad. Super like that. 1 hour of the program left. When we get back, more NFL talk, a little bit of Major League Baseball talk, as well as we're going to talk Major League Baseball playoff picture. We're going to have some fun with that. But that's not the story of the day. The story of the day is I've been calling, but you're not answering, so I'll send a letter. More on that whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Clear.
I bet you never ever heard it like this flow. No, pretty hard to find like it's go. Just go.
Insurance is not a commodity you can buy off the shelf. You need a professional on your side to help you buy auto, home, life insurance.
Gateway Insurance and Financial Services is a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs. We shop your insurance to find the best insurance policy at the best rates. Call Gateway at 858-GATEWAY.
This report brought to you by Gateway Financial.
Traffic right now, crash cleanup, northbound I-25 at San Mateo. A lot of slowdowns with that extending back past the interchange almost all the way back to Lomas. If there's any way you can, just avoid the area, seek out an alternate route. If you are caught up in that, just be patient as you try to make your way through there. Westbound on I-40 right now, we continue to deal with congestion starting around Carlisle. That'll last until Coors. Alameda headed west right now between 2nd Street and the river, dealing with some slowdowns there. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, traffic moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
K240BL Albuquerque.
There you go.
Found AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media
We had the
station.
highest
Even
ratings
if
ever
they're
for
not
the
that
past
proud of
month.
I know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good.
Yep.
Good job.
We're good.
Number 2. And in the on-deck circle.
Mike is hot.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Hey, Marie, I'm sending you a shift reminder thing. You are booked October the 19th to open for Duke City Championship Wrestling at the historic El Rey Theater. Marie Castillo will be there performing. You want to do that before the event or after? Like, when do you think's best to do your set?
Intermission.
Intermission?
I think either intermission or if you need some filler time.
All right, if we had Marie Castillo doing intermission stand-up in the middle of a pro wrestling ring, that would be the most unique stand-up she has ever done.
What's the deal
Well,
with these wrestling pants?
I'm trying to think the most. Well, I've done a lot of weird stuff.
Are we still talking about comedy?
Yes, in my
Okay.
comedy career, I've done a lot of weird stuff. But yeah, that'd be. I think it'd be cool, not weird.
All right, listen. Have your management send my management a note
I will.
on total cost.
Now, if I
Yes.
may,
Yeah.
How long would I
that's
be
the
doing?
same guy.
Yes,
No.
It's the same guy.
You guys have to stop. Okay, then that's like saying I'm an owner of Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, lean into that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all
start doing.
a ticket to pro wrestling. You're getting a ticket to a 15-minute intermission stand-up comedy show.
I mean, type 5 at least.
What kind of comedy is it?
Stand up.
Can you do pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Centric?
Oh, absolutely. I can do anything.
All right, let's.
It's very on brand to do sports content.
I don't know
in my stand up.
I don't know a pro wrestling fan is a sports fan.
Yeah, I know. No, but I can
Not
read a room.
exclusively.
No, but I can. If
Yeah.
you tell me what I'm doing, I can do it.
Can you do 10 minutes? This is real. Can you do 10 pro wrestling adjacent minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
I know what the fan is, and I can get them going.
I will pay you $10 a minute if you can go up there at intermission.
You're a terrible manager.
That's a good rate.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, $10 a minute, and you can have 2 tickets and 2 drink vouchers.
Oh my gosh.
That's
okay.
a deal.
Wow.
You know, even though the Jaguars and Saints are going to be playing that night, I definitely would be looking into this gig.
All
right, so there's 2 ways to get A. Castillo out to one of our events.
Drink vouchers.
Number 1, give her attention in front of everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
Number 2, literally pay her.
That's what I just heard.
Uh-huh. Is that accurate?
You guys respect the hustle.
Okay, here's the new deal. Here's the final contract offer. For A. Marie Castillo.
I'm not calling you daddy ever. Ever
Read
in my life.
the fine print.
That makes me want to throw up.
So, A. Marie Castillo to perform an intermission of Duke City Championship Wrestling on October the 19th at the historic El Rey Theater.
Mm-hmm.
$10 a minute for a 10-minute set.
$100. All right.
Also, we're going to give her 10 exclusive Duke City Championship Wrestling tickets. And you reach out to her via her social media.
Ooh, I like this a lot.
Part-time bro.
Part-time bro, at Part-time Bro, where
okay.
A. Marie can then, at her own discretion, give them away, sell them. I don't care what she does. But you bring a supporter section.
Yeah.
And it turns into a Brentwood Baddie reunion.
Wait, that's going to be my next. That's going to be my. This is going to be my next request. If I am going to perform, and I'm being serious because I love doing stand-up.
I know you do.
Been doing it for a long time. Steve, can I have a Brentwood Baddie shirt for the event?
Ooh. And a T-shirt cannon.
Can you have one?
Can you make me one?
Listen, I will cover the cost of it. We'll have to take it out of the $10 a minute fee.
Sure.
Oh my God.
So you owe Duke City Championship Wrestling $120.
No, but I could wear it and I'll tag it in all my social media, Steve, and I'll push it.
Can we put Albuquerque Dukes logo on it too, Steve, or is that go against the brand?
Well, yeah, I don't know if.
No, let's not do that.
Co-brand.
No.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to co-brand that.
Yeah. No, let's not co-brand it. But I am.
You want a tank top or a T-shirt?
I mean,
good question.
I'll let you know. I gotta think about it. No, it's too hot in there.
It's also not the August show anymore. This is October.
I know, but
now.
I get hot when I perform.
The lights are bright in there. Sorry. So breaking news right here.
Okay. I'm actually would be down for this.
A. Marie Castillo.
Just because you want me to do my profession and pay me.
Also, we've now negotiated, and we need multiple social media posts too. So we're now negotiating. Okay, cool. I didn't know we were doing that.
We could also do it promoted on KRST, KKOB.
And I know you're into the negotiations right now, A. Marie, but I got some breaking news for you.
Yes.
Singer and guitarist of Man High, Gabe Gambino, is willing to play guitar for your set. So,
I'll do. Actually, I love doing that kind of stuff. I'd collaborate with him.
Dang, this thing's really coming together.
So just let me know.
Well, we're letting you know right now. This is it.
I'm saying if you want me to, make it different with the guitar, everything. Gotcha.
She goes, "What kind of good? Is it a funny guitar? Yeah, it's like a little guitar,
like a comically small guitar."
Yeah, I think this is this would be awesome. I think the weirdest show I've done is at a strip club when strippers were stripping.
Challenge accepted.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
No, that was just a weird. I'm trying to think of the weirdest shows I've done. So this isn't weird.
So
this
you
is
want
cool.
Strippers and a guitar.
No, it's a family-friendly show.
Now on center stage.
Yeah. Well, Amory, I don't know if you know this about me.
Retired
Amory.
Brentwood Baddies.
I don't know if you know this about me, Amory.
Oh, okay.
I can't play the guitar, so if I'm helping, You boys getting naked.
Oh, I request Darby in the ring with me.
Nope.
Oh.
No, we gotta roll on that.
Shrewd
Oh, no
negotiator.
dogs.
Yeah, no dogs.
Dang it.
Are you
The-
gonna put
That's
her
fine.
in the ring, or are you gonna put her like up top?
Duke City Championship Wrestling fans, put your hands together for your intermission entertainment. The Brentwood Baddie herself, number one. Nah, I screwed that one up.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We got some time to work on it.
Number 187. Brentwood Baddie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this idea is really cool.
Yeah, actually, I would.
You know what else is really
I'd
cool?
crush it.
We got 2 men on after 6 o'clock right
First
now.
time in a long time.
Yeah,
Let's
sorry,
go.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a part of this meeting.
As much as I already miss the Isotopes, the boys are back doing late night.
Yeah, giving
Is this late night?
This is sundown entertainment, baby. Let's go.
we're keeping the ABQ Duke store open past twilight. You normally close at 6, Steve?
Except when you're here.
That's so sweet.
There's a lot of stuff we still got to get to in this hour.
We've been so busy because Colin Kaepernick's trying to become the new quarterback in the New York Jets, and he didn't want to text.
Practice squad,
correct.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to text, and he didn't want to call, and he didn't want to email. He wrote a whole ass letter.
He wrote a letter to the Jets, not only saying, "Am I available? This is why it would be a good decision to have me."
Check my references, he said. That's like when someone, we work in this industry. That's like when someone comes up to us is like, "I've worked in radio, Google me." No, I'm not going to do that.
Sure.
I know Jim Harbaugh knows you. I know that. You don't have to tell me that in your letter. And I'm not going to read this letter. But is this serious? Like, this is not how this is done. Your agent reaches out to the GM. There's like avenues here. You get a manager. I just booked A. Marie for a performance this upcoming October 19th. This is what a good manager does.
And I've been this show, I would like to say also, but I'll speak for myself right here. I have been pro Kaepernick this whole time.
Yes, 100%.
I was never a fool to think that he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He was always good enough to have a job in the NFL. He should have had one the last few years. This is about as thirsty as one human being can be, writing a letter with your own references and history and mailing it to a team who needs a quarterback worse than ever. And he's not even advocating that he's the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. He's like, just let me practice with you, man.
Is this real? Is this a real thing, guys?
It's very real.
Steve Palmisano.
I think
Yep.
that Travis Kelce wrote a letter to Taylor.
That's all you think happened?
And now Colin is like, "Hey, I'll be on the practice squad."
J. Cole put this out. Travis Kelce. No one is doing. Do you remember that one summer when Charlie Sheen was the only thing in the news because there was nothing in the news?
Because he was winning.
That is Travis Kelce now. Also, that was the slowest, stupidest news cycle in the history of all professional anything. I have the note. Do you guys want me to read it or no?
How about the highlights?
Here are the highlights. He writes this note to Joe Douglas, right? This is I'm looking at the TMZ version. So if you guys have another QAnon one or something of that nature, that's not this, okay? This is the TMZ one, the only reliable news source in sports and really the world. So he's writing it to Joe Douglas, who obviously makes the decisions for the New York Jets. You remember him from Hard Knocks. He was the guy drooling over Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Joe, I hope this letter finds you in great spirits. Despite the less than ideal, start to a big season, I'm wishing you, your staff, and the players a great game this weekend as you look to bounce back. What are we setting the table for here? Like, can you just give me the entree? I'm in the middle of an NFL season. I have a crap quarterback. I don't need you to feed me these appetizers.
Right. What I heard was, look, you guys suck. Ellipsis. Now here we go.
Yeah. Hey, here's
pages.
Here's how you write. It's too long. You start like this. Hey, we both know what the problem is here. He continues. I'm writing, of course, in response to the unfortunate loss of Aaron Rodgers. I know the aspirations this season were, and still are, to win a championship. And so that Hall of Fame-sized hole will need to be filled as best as possible to keep the team on a Super Bowl track. As of right now, Zach Wilson is charged with that task, and I wish him and the rest of the team the best moving forward. You've said nothing. This cannot be a real letter. This has to be fake. J. Cole, for some reason, hates Colin Kaepernick. Put this out on the internet. I don't believe this thing is real. Finn, you believe it's real?
I believe it is very real, and I believe it is just reeks of absolute desperation.
Thirst.
I preface this by saying this guy should have had a job in the NFL this whole time, whether he's a starter or not. He's talented enough to be on your squad in case of any emergency. Could have took a gig with any other number of football organizations. I agree. You're better than that. Colin, I get what you were actually trying to say back in the day. I don't think you hate America, the military, or police.
Nope.
I get what you're actually trying to say back then. But you should have had a job this whole time. And guess what you could have done? You could have just dominated another league, and people would be like, we can't say no now. Look what he's doing over here. We can't say no now.
There's literally...
But instead, quit writing letters to dudes who grew up when people had to drink from separate water fountains.
Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
Any of the mini arena leagues.
Uh-huh.
The XFL, the USFL, the merger of them. By the way, they're going to play in hubs. This is a weird thing. We'll talk about that in another time. Not every team has a stadium for where a team is. Figure it out, loser organization.
If you wanted a progressive dude who's going to throw you on the practice squad, there's one perfectly good Shahid Khan over there who loves shoving it in the NFL's face.
Correct.
Quit asking like 80-year-old white billionaires to bend their lifelong belief systems. It's not going to happen.
Continuing. However, I know that there are currently depth issues at the position, and I've heard that the backup spot is likely to be filled by a veteran quarterback. As much as I would love the opportunity to fill that spot, I'm writing you in hopes that you can imagine a much different approach involving me. I would be honored and extremely grateful for the opportunity to come in and lead the practice squad. I would do this with the sole mission of getting the defense ready each week. If I were able to fill this role for the team, I believe this allows for multiple things. And he numbers them. We're not through half of the first page, y'all. This thing is multiple pages.
He's got bullet points.
1, it gives your defense, capitalize, the advantage of getting a truer read on the more mobile, athletic, versatile quarterbacks that we'll face in weeks 4, 5, and 6, Mahomes, Wilson, and Hurts. I would consider a privilege to be able to do this and would take this responsibility with the dedication and passion as if I were the QB1. This point 2. This would also allow you guys as an organization to take a real look at where I'm at football-wise in game-like situations against elite defense while not putting any competitive pressure on Zach. I understand the importance of keeping him confident and focused as QB1. Just referenced himself as QB1 2 seconds ago. And I would only look to boost that confidence in any interactions that we may have if I was given the role within the team. In a perfect world, the Jets, Zach Wilson finds his stride and shows that he's able to lead the championship caliber team that you put together to the Super Bowl. I believe a confident Zach Wilson has the tools to do this. However, in the event that is not the case, I would love to offer you a risk-free contingency plan. If this is real, and it's being reported by Sports Illustrated, by TMZ, by so many outlets.
By J. Cole.
That's why I think it's not real.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick steal his girl or something? Like, this thing seems so fake and ChatGPT and dumb. You're putting it out there to make him look like a thirsty football boy.
I think it would have been fine up until the point where at the end he says, and here are some references.
Did you think this was the end?
There's still a lot of meat.
There's so much more. And then at the end it says, thank you so much for your time. Here are my references. I've also attached I have attached a list of my references within the league that will vouch for my character, work ethic, and ability. Jim Harbaugh, Chip Kelly, John Harbaugh, Mark Davis.
Could have left off Mark Davis.
Also, put their phone numbers on here. What am I going to do? Look this stuff up?
He's got their numbers.
Yeah. Like, you can't get a hold of them.
Yeah. They're on an email thread already.
And like he needs to know his references.
I never retired or stopped training, he says. I'm just not buying it, boys. I want to say it's real. I get that it's being reported as real. In my heart, the way I understand how this thing works, we're going to find out tomorrow or the next day that this is very much not real. In my heart, that has to be true.
In your heart, yeah. But I think this is very real. This is just another indictment of how dumb the NFL owners are. Like, he has to do this. If you like any reasonable, neutral, objective NFL owner will be like, wait, hold on. This guy is willing to run the practice squad? That's a great get. Sign him up. But it's him. And no one's going to accept this, especially the Jets.
I think if it's real, it's kind of a reflection on him being that thirsty, like you said.
Pinning a letter is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
If you talk to me about letters, I only think of the Civil War. I don't think of letters otherwise. My dearest Jezebel, I hope this letter finds you in good spirits.
The weather is warm and the days are long.
I would have respected him more if he would have not had someone like, hey man, can you like post this for me? Can you like whatever? Like, just what are we doing?
The whole thing just doesn't sound.
I don't like it.
No, this is more fixed than Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Cui bono right here. Who benefits from this letter? Because it's not Colin Kaepernick. No one is accepting this offer, especially the Jets. What's the end game here? What's the goal of this whole thing? To like piggyback on what I just said, that this guy is good enough to have a job, even as low as the guy running the practice squad? If I am a NFL front office person, owner, head coach, GM, whatever, they came up to me and it's like, hey, ex-NFL quarterback, all-pro player who's been
in a Super Bowl
all the way through the playoffs to the Super Bowl and had success in the NFL wants to run your practice squad. Like, really? Like, what's his Venmo? Like, do I just email him a ticket? Does he have the Southwest app? How do I get him here now? You accept that offer, but it's him. And no one's going to accept this offer.
He also just turned 35, so I guess technically he can run for president now. So maybe this is all like part of the big work. Maybe this is all part of the, I never gave up and they held me down. And I do absolutely believe he's going to move into political office. Don't for a second think I'm saying something that I don't think is true. I think that's going to happen. But I think this is all part of that because this is not for football.
Also, with Raheem Mostert logic, Kaepernick's got some fresh legs.
That's incredibly correct. Also, they were trusting 39-year-old Aaron Rodgers 5 minutes ago.
Sure.
35-year-old Colin Kaepernick's right here.
Yeah.
And if he had been playing for the last 6 years.
In Tom Brady years, he's got 11 years in the NFL left.
And why would he want to go to the Jets to get it hurt his ankle like every other Jets quarterback?
Touche. That's a really good
point.
touche. Well, maybe he does. Maybe he does have time to wait around, but there's a wide receiver in Las Vegas that says he doesn't have time to wait around, and we'll talk about that whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
For more than 50 years, Clark's Pet.
You have 5 minutes, clear.
You're 5 minutes.
Upload a photo of your pet, and it might be on the 5th annual Clark's Pet.
Hey, Marie,
calendar.
send me
Go to
over
Clark's
your
Facebook
performance
page for the
contract.
QR code. Clark's, the pet supply superstore. Visit Clark's.
Well, when I get home.
This report is sponsored.
I feel like you just yelled at me after I just booked you for an event.
Hold on. No, I'll send you all the goods. Hold on, I'll be back.
We've got that crash in San Mateo. You can see backups still going back to the interchange. Be careful going through there. Also westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors. Traffic continues to move slow there. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Not seeing any problems in either direction there.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Pumpkin pie shake season has started at Blake's Lottaburger. Every cup is made with a slice of real pumpkin pie, blended into their signature creamy milkshake. Fall in love while you can. This seasonal favorite is only here for a limited time at all Blake's Lottaburger locations. Order online and through the app today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Get qualified for a trip for two to jolly old London. And you can get entered right now. Just text London, London, to 505-246-0610. 5 days and 4 nights, 4-star hotel, and airfare could be yours. And the winner will be from right here in New Mexico. Honestly, read the contest rules on our website. It's there, bro. Brought to you by Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or at fiestasubaru.com. Text daily to increase your chances from 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Huddle up, family. We need some football watching food.
What about pizza? Yeah, and wings.
Let's call Pizza 9.
Pizza 9's Pizza and Wings Special is a bigger hit than any linebacker can deliver. A large 2-topping or specialty pizza and order of wings for just $26.99. Having the whole team over? Order the Pizza 9 Party Pack. Skip the line and order online at pizzanine.com. Pizza, wings, and football, that's a championship team.
National Pizza Month coming up in October, and Pizza 9 is celebrating all month long. Through the 26th, Text Club members get 25% off all online orders. Join up by clicking on deals and specials at pizzanine.com. 15th through the 21st, when you order any large 2-topping or specialty pizza, get a small cheese pizza free. Online orders only. Don't miss out. Pizza 9's got calzones, hot sandwiches, wings, and pasta. And they're this week's sweet deal. Head up our station website Friday at 9 a.m. and get $50 in Pizza 9 gift certificates for just $25. Half-price pizza and football during National Pizza Month. Don't miss it.
Mark your calendars because Birthday Live has a special event in store for you and the family. This Thursday, join us for an unforgettable vintage movie night featuring the timeless classic E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Prepare for an evening filled with delicious food, refreshing drinks, a fresh batch of popcorn, and a variety of exciting activities for the kids. Vintage Movie Night kicks off at the Albuquerque Homeownership Center, nestled between 2nd Street and Cole from 5 to 9 p.m. Be sure to RSVP at BirthdayLive.com. Birthday Live at the heartbeat of our city.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get a $5 reward to use on a future purchase. Our professional parts people can also recommend all the supplies you need for your next oil change. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly
Auto Parts. Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Sam knows when people want some pizza, they search for pizza near me. Sam also knows if Sam's Pizza doesn't prominently appear when that map returns with pizza shops, well, then Sam's Pizza is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by consistently managing Sam's online listings, managing reviews, and dozens of other things the search engine uses to put businesses on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Sam gets the click. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map. CUMULUSBoost.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-775-5622. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-775-5622. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-775-5622. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for by Cars R Us and Find the Children.
The Sports Animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station.
Mike is hot.
And welcome back to program Duke City. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Never forget, we're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy mobile studio as we're in the Dukes team store right now, corner of Central and Carlisle, Nob Hill Shopping Center. You know, we always play for Team I-9, start our days at the YMCA. Lunch and a milkshake, that goes down at the 66 Diner. By the way, they're also open for dinner. You'll just never catch the boys here because, as you know, we're doing the program right now. Throw-in Thursdays going down at ABQ Axe. $7.50 off per person, per lane, per hour. With that savings, you could buy yourself a little Red Door Brewing Saucy Boy. We get all of our merch at the Dukes team store in the weekends. That's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka.
Go. Let's go on that. Continuing our NFL talk before spend the remainder of the program talking a little Major League Baseball and the upcoming playoffs. Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams sent a blunt message to his team after losing on Sunday Night Football. Quote, "I don't got time to wait around." Yep.
No, you do not. Here's your window. Here's your window, and it is closing very fast. You got paid, baby. You got paid, baby. If you or your old dude, Aaron Rodgers, could have talked each other into taking a pay cut, you'd both be in Green Bay right now. You'd be on a winning football team, and Aaron Rodgers might still have a functional Achilles tendon.
Well, we got to shoot this one real honest if we're going to shoot it real straight, and it's this way. No offense to Raiders or their fan base. Davante Adams does not care about winning because he signed with the Raiders. That's the end of the conversation. He is lying.
Well, he thought he could do some special things with his college teammate, Derek Carr, who they disgraced and ran out of town.
And now Jimmy G's in concussion protocol as of today. So,
oh, gee.
Here we go.
Oh, Garoppolo.
Go back somewhere where you could be a functional person.
That is just not the thing that's going to happen. To me, the Raiders have to give in to him because he's the only guy they got. Because Josh Jacobs is not doing that thing. Mm-mm. You got rid of your best tight end option. Mm-hmm. Now you don't have a quarterback. Mm-hmm. You only got one guy. That one guy is Davante Adams. You need Davante Adams to go, but not go away. How do you convince this dude to get right and shut up when your team can't win? And specifically, he's used to winning in primetime football games with the Green Bay Packers because he did it for all those years in a row up until the playoffs.
Yeah, I was reading about Mark Davis, what he's done for that organization since he took over, business-wise. They're the fifth or sixth most valuable franchise.
That tracks.
They make money hand over fist. Number one in merch sales.
Yeah.
Number one in merch sales. They're making profit after profit after profit, but you're looking at the results on the field, and it is hot garbage.
Well, and to be fair.
Oh, good job, Steve.
A lot of those jersey sales were Carl Nassib, and I'm not trying to just be that guy, but
and Davante Adams himself.
Yeah. What's the best way to say what I'm trying to say? The Raiders will not become winners. That's the end of that sentence.
Wait, we talked about the problem that, the Cardinals have. Cowboys are in town. That thing was 85% Cowboys fans. Same thing in Vegas every single weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That was a home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're a sports fan of a professional NFL football team and you're like, all right, babe, we get to go to one game all year.
Good point.
You're talking to the homies. We get to go to one game all year. Where are you going? You're going to Vegas. You are going to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter how good the Vegas Raiders are. It's never going to be a home field advantage because the visiting team is going to come there in droves.
The four of us, if you count A-Marie as a host, what we're doing is we're looking at it from our perspective, which is the wrong one. We need to look at it from Davante Adams' perspective, which is game recognizes game. And he looks over at that stupid Canada-led Pittsburgh Steelers offense and their joke tiny hand quarterback and their nobody wide receivers. And then he sees his team giving up 70-yard tutties.
Yeah.
That's the real problem because he knows that Pittsburgh Steelers team, just like the Dallas Cowboys, just like the Denver Broncos, just like the Las Vegas Raiders, is a team of booty.
I don't think Pittsburgh Steelers are booty. I think their defense is healthy and they have a good defense. But I'm not saying that's why the Raiders lost. The Raiders are booty. I don't think the Steelers are as bad as people think they are.
I'm with you on that one, like football talk. But he's seeing Mark Davis cashing checks.
Yeah.
He himself got a huge deal. He is cashing checks. He is about as good as a professional football player can be for his position. And he sees his team hot, steaming garbage.
There's another aspect too, and I think the three of us, and four if you count Steve Palmisano as a guest on the program, all products of our current environment, right? Mm-hmm. You live in small Nowheresville, Green Bay, Wisconsin, where I don't think I heard this dude talk for the first 6 years of his career. Yep. I don't think I heard him say a word out loud. You pick him up, you put him in where? The city that never sleeps? You put him in the most desirable destination in the continuous 48, and it's every week this dude's mouthing off. By the way, I get it.
For sure.
A lot of drama with the Raiders in general the last couple of years between coaches, GMs, just other receivers. Just gross.
Hey, Marie, you're from Wisconsin.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm from North Dakota.
It's all the same.
So we said.
Yeah.
Technically, whatever. We're not going to get into
You ever eat cheese curds?
Yeah, who has
all right, you're from Wisconsin.
Okay,
as a Wisconsinite.
You've had cheese curds and you're from St. Louis.
Well, it's basically Wisconsin, if we're being real honest.
Right there.
Breweries,
Midwest.
Breweries and cheese. I mean, what else is to...
Nothing.
Okay, what's your point?
There's no one to talk to out there, is my point. There's just nothing going on.
Or
Green Bay, I like Milwaukee, and Green Bay is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little football
because he was
town.
happy and content with the results. They were competitive every single
year. It all came down to that money
going on in the organization every year. A Hall of Fame quarterback every year.
Right,
you're getting fed the ball every year. Of course he's going to be content with that.
He's not content with Jimmy G putting passes out over the middle of the field, just leaving him out to dry on Sunday Night Football against head-hunting Pittsburgh Steelers defensive backs and linemen. Yeah. And then Jimmy G goes out on concussion. And whenever he talks to Jimmy G, he says, hey, don't do that to me. And Jimmy G says, okay. And then he has to talk to him again in 5 minutes.
But Jimmy G says, I'm going to
I used to play with Tom Brady.
Damn it, Jimmy, do you know where you are?
The Raiders are a problem in general, though. They've lost a lot of players. And did you guys see what happened to Chandler Jones? Hospitalized? I mean, they're taking a lot of hits, the Raiders. Just
historically.
Garbage.
Since John Madden, it hasn't been a great run.
It's been terrible.
Major League Baseball playoff picture whenever we get back. I don't want to call it power rankings. I don't want to call it. This is how much fun it's going to be. We're wrapping up a finale of a season. Cool going aways. If we want to talk, Brooks Robinson passed away today. We'll talk about that a little bit. But this is just the best week of baseball because you're in, or you're on the verge of being in, or you're completely out, and you try to make the best of it. We'll jump into a little bit of baseball talk when we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Home of Thursday night football, Monday night football, Sunday football. The sports animal.
Celebrate Cherry Fridays with the.
You got 4 minutes.
Thank you.
Every Friday before a home game, we're turning the town cherry. Join the sports animal for a t-shirt raid in the parking lot of one Albertsons somewhere in the city. Get your Lobo gear and home game tickets while supplies last. Join us from Albertsons on Ventura Street this Friday at 11 a.m. Get there quick and help us paint the town cherry from 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Exergen thermometers are proven to be more accurate than non-contact thermometers. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Clinical studies have proven that non-contact thermometers are inaccurate and can miss fevers. Accuracy matters. That's why the Exergen thermometer is trusted and used by medical professionals. Exergen thermometers are available at Walgreens. Choose a trusted and accurate thermometer for personal use. Learn more about why accuracy matters at Exergen.com.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Blake's Lotaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lotaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're here so you can get a bigger boat. How so? We're the one-stop shop for metal, which means you can get any metal, cut to any size. Ready? Real fast. Saving you valuable time to convince your other half why a twin-engine center console makes sense for you and your entire family. Happy fishing, soldier. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Wow, Total Wine really does have everything. I found your favorite bourbon, an awesome vodka, oh, and Ruthie.
Ruthie?
That's me. Always happy to help. Honey, Ruthie found that amazing Cabernet you love.
Oh, yeah. That Cabernet was really good.
And we have it for the lowest price in town.
We've got to get another bottle. So glad we found Ruthie.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, be 21.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe...
You guys have 45 seconds, and then your last break is 4 minutes long.
Please avoid lien.
However you want to do it.
Measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, we're joined by ESPN's Marty Smith. We'll talk college sports with him and the latest on the NFL. Join me and JJ Buck. We start at 7 a.m.
Mike's hot.
Back live from the Albuquerque Dukes store, and Steve Palmisano's working past closing hours. Just got that big sale. Let's go, Steve.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Heck yeah. What's that, the navy blue Dukes hat? Is that what we did over there, Steve? Is that the move? Oh, you went with the turquoise jersey?
Yeah,
oh, that thing's
baby,
fire.
that's the one.
Is that kid size? Is that a gift? Oh, for the missus?
Nice.
Let's go.
Little his and hers action.
Okay,
going down.
I like this here. You can wear that to a wedding. You can wear that to a funeral. That thing is nice. Like everything about it. That's so funny. Thanks for coming in, guys. Enjoying the program here, obviously at the Duke store. It's been a lot of fun today. It's been an interesting day. Pour one out, boys. So, former Baltimore Oriole Brooks Robinson passed away. I guess Brooks had been a member of the Orioles since mid 1950s. I mean, 55, I guess. Just kind of the staple for a long time at what third base should be. You know, he was an on the field guy. I could tell you so very. Let me rephrase what I'm trying to say. I can't tell you a negative thing about him off the field. Identified just as a truly great dude off the field. And he has that, obviously, that highlight from the 1970s World Series with that big old throw. He just, just kind of a tough loss for the world of baseball. And that throw is redone by Derek Jeter some years later, if you remember. It's the going towards the crowd, jumping, turning deal or whatever. And Yeah, he kind of made that thing sexy before sexy was a word used to describe baseball. So tough loss for those that are historians of the game. And fill out your immaculate grid tomorrow with Brooks Robinson if you can.
And you hate to use like that as bait, but Baltimore Orioles already looking fantastic.
Win the
already
whole
looking
frickin' thing.
dominant top to bottom. And now you got this extra thing to write on the dry erase board. You got this on the chalkboard.
Somebody is going to write.
You slap this on the jersey for the playoffs. Watch out.
You walk into the clubhouse. Big whiteboard, right? And somebody, you don't know who, somebody's wrote, win it for Brooksy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right there.
You know it.
And they're like a special team right now.
They are.
The American League playoffs are going to be wild.
Playoffs in general this year are going to be wild. There's some really cool surprises. Of course, you got the class of baseball here and there sprinkled in, but I love the upstart Baltimore Orioles. They're young. They're going to be good for a long time. You got every professional baseball player's kid playing on the Blue Jays. They're fun to watch. You got the tiny budget Tampa Bay Rays. They're fun to watch. And then you got the Texas Rangers, who obviously everyone hates. They're a bunch of losers. They're a giant pile of garbage.
Yes.
You're lucky to be there.
No
one in the world will be rooting for them because obviously everyone wants the Astros to win.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a fact.
Exactly that situation.
Sports writer Gordon Beard once wrote, quote, in New York, they named a candy bar after Reggie Jackson. Here in Baltimore, we name our children after Brooks Robinson.
That's cool.
It's so wild. My grandfather's name was Brooks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm sure that's not related in any way, but kind of fun. Kind of fun little thing. It's going to be wild. Does it feel like a terrible day for baseball? Does it hit like that? It probably doesn't here in the Southwest, right?
No, not in the Southwest. And the way I see it, for someone like Brooks Robinson, it wasn't something dramatic and tragic. He lived a rich, full life, had an amazing career, helped out his people. I mean, he's a staple of what it's like to be a professional. He's the face of an organization. Like, obviously, if you're connected to him or his family or the Orioles organization, it's an absolute bummer for you and your people. But to me, it doesn't feel like a sad day for baseball. It feels like something that we can celebrate going forward, celebrate his life.
Does every organization have that guy? Does that, like, you're a Yankees guy, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Like,
you got a bunch of them.
You do.
You got
a few.
I think it's unique to just have one then, because Baltimore's got one. Kansas City's got one.
Right.
Baltimore's got a few.
Yeah, who else they got? Mike Mussina?
Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr., he's all right.
No, the problem with Cal is he didn't win.
Eddie Murray.
I think Cal is pretty solidified there. It's the Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the mix, I guess, but wasn't a winner.
Yeah.
We need winners.
He won on the field. I think he won.
Take last break.
You know who won his
making it every day for how many years? And
Matt Wieters won as many World Series as Cal Ripken Jr. There's your Baltimore Orioles stat. J.J. Hardy won as many
I think
World
he's
Series.
pretty beloved there in, what do you call it?
B-Town?
Yeah.
Hey, Marie, I forgot how to do the last break of the show, so we're going to take it now.
Yeah, take it now.
It's been a
And
long
then you'll
time.
have like 6 minutes.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A ductless mini
Okay, you got 4 minutes and then last segment.
Cool.
way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini split experts. Call them today for a free, no obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Welcome to the Continental.
From the world of John Wick comes a Peacock original 3-part event that takes us back to 1970s New York. The Continental.
This institution wields power beyond your imagination. Let's take this house and everything that comes with it.
The Continental from the world of John Wick. Streaming now.
And away we go.
Only on Peacock.
Ryder works on top of the world, but his roofing business has hit new lows. Because when people search for roofer near me, Ryder's Roofing doesn't appear on the map, which means Ryder's Roofing is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by managing Ryder's online listings, reviews, and dozens of other ways search engines determine which businesses get on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Ryder gets the click. Visit cumulusboost.com to get on the map today. CUMULUS Boost.com. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's. So thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code IMPACT at checkout. That's harrys.com, code IMPACT. Enjoy.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're here so you can get...
1 minute.
How so? We're the one-stop shop for metal, which means you can get any metal, cut to any size. Ready? Real fast. Saving you value
40 seconds.
on our console.
And then you guys are going to have 6 minutes.
Happy fishing, soldier. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
Wow, Total Wine really does have everything. I found your
see an
favorite
option
bourbon,
online
an
for the
awesome
select.
vodka,
I don't either.
and roofie.
Ruthie?
That's me. Always happy to help.
Hey, Marie, do you know how to
Roofie
turn
found that amazing Cabernet you love.
Tinder off?
Oh, yeah. That Cabernet was really...
You know what's funny? Wait, you mean notifications?
No, I want to be able to not be seen.
You'll always.
So it's funny because I deleted my app, but then Kyle had to show me how to really delete it. They make it really tricky.
Oh, I got it.
610, the Sports Animal.
Right. Your mic is hot.
Welcome back to the program. During the commercial break, Man and I were downloading the Tinder apps on our phones because we read a headline that said, let me read it. It said, Tinder launches $499 USD per, that's just money, right? USD? That's regular money.
That is United States dollars.
$499 United States dollars per month for a quote Tinder Select membership. And I'm like, Van, am I reading this correctly? It's $500 a month to use the dating app? Because I've used it a ton. You've used it a ton. Steve has never used it. He asked if that's Match.com or whatever.
You say $500?
$500 a month. And I immediately go to Van. I go,
for what?
So Van explained to me, and I feel dumb. I said, Van, is this just like a sugar daddy thing? And Van goes, sugar daddy, you're ready to party. And I go, okay. So we just so we both just went and grabbed the app. And it looks here like the option is not made available to you and I, who are both not able to afford $500 a month.
Maybe they just know. Maybe other people have the option.
Wait, so it's like a special version?
There's 3 other Tinder packages that apparently I can click on right now, and none of them are the $500 a month one. So either they have access to my tax returns, or they kind of just guess.
There are ones that I can super afford as I'm looking at it right now.
That I have historically used.
But what is it? Like you run out of, what? I don't get it.
It's to me, the way it sounds.
It works different for boys and girls.
It's just a badge that you get to put on your account saying, hey, I can afford $500 for absolutely nothing. I'm the guy you want to party with.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It says here you can message people without matching with people.
Oh no.
For $500 a month, I can't pay that amount of money to be creepy.
Yeah, you can harass basically anyone in the world for $500 who's on Tinder.
Wow, that's very funny.
Tinder
That's
snobs
very
can now
funny.
pay $4.99 a month to be matched with the most sought after profiles. So now we know.
This is just
It's called being a woman.
Instead of yeah, sure.
It's
You're
no
not wrong.
special
That's
profile,
how
okay?
Travis-
It's
Taylor.
called being a woman.
So that's how Travis got a hold.
And if those guys are paying $500, beggars can't be choosers. All right, so
would you get like a search
relax.
function?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. You like put in your type or something.
Probably search by name to see if they're on there.
Female.
Oh,
for like
my times have changed since I've been on those apps.
For what I understand about how the app works and the way I've used it historically, the little $20 version is way too many features already. The $500 one, that's just telling everyone that, hey, Instagram.
I think that works against you.
Instagram models. I'm the guy you want to party with when you're in town.
That's
this is
very funny.
This is just a badge that says sugar daddy on it.
That's what
that's
this
all
is.
That's all this says.
I have done the.
There's sugar daddy websites. They could probably go to.
See, and I don't know that. I don't know that.
How do I know that?
Well, what I do know is that
you're not one.
I'm not one.
Yeah.
Now I've definitely paid the $20. I paid the 20, like if like traveling
for what?
So say it's like, hey, I'm going to the Super Bowl for a week, or I'm going to something like whatever, and I need to like set up someone to pick us up from the airport. Then I'm getting, I'm paying the $20 to have somebody Uber us from the airport.
This is 100%
Okay.
true. You pay the $20 for Tinder. You have your potential date meet you at the airport,
and they give you a
bring
tour
to
around the
hotel.
city.
And
Everyone
you're
knows
already
that.
and you're already $20 in the black.
Yeah, what's it cost you?
Instead of that $40 Uber, you got a $20 Tinder. You got your ride there and fro.
Big brain time.
You guys got 2 minutes with no timeouts left in this show.
This is a real bit. This is a real life thing that I have done.
Luxury meets love. That's what it says.
Luxury meets love?
Yes.
This is the lifestyle of the $500 a month and not famous.
The top 1% of Tinder profiles.
They're going to do it. And I know it's $4.99 because iTunes won't let you have a subscription that's $500 a month. They max it.
Maxed it out.
So they got you at the max number.
This is for the top.
I always thought Two Men On should have a Tinder profile.
The top 1/10 of 1%.
Don't you guys do
of
in a way?
No, we like traditionally we had our own, and they were both fine and successful in their own way. But if we had one together, the Two Men On Tinder profile,
I think that's called something else, my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, Grinder profile. That'd be a Grinder profile.
Oh, I like that you made fun of yourself, but yes.
You can just walk up to them and grab them by the Tinder app, and
Is that how that works?
And when you have Tinder Select, they'll let you do it.
One time,
that's how it works.
Steve, one time Amory was playing.
Comes with the blue check next to it.
One time Amory was playing the Grinder notification sound on this show, and I didn't know what it was. But Van was like, "Yes, you do."
Yeah, you do.
And that I was very confused at how he knew.
Sure you were.
Hey,
Sure you were.
Grinder Select, the ball's in your court.
Yeah. Ooh, good one.
The
Grinder
balls
Select
are
your
in your
ball.
court.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, I heard
Must be really struggling over there at Tinder.
It's who is?
I think they're fine. Yeah.
Dollar wise?
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
they're
be doing
absolutely fine.
even better now.
I think they own all of them too. I think like the branding of the different ones is just one company.
What is it, like Walgreens and CVS kind of thing? Like they just
You know, how PayPal and Venmo are the same company.
Well, I'm thankful for them.
Hey, Marie, you have one really good success story from Tinder and a bunch of disasters.
Is that the sound? Oh.
Yes, it's time to go. I told you. I said 2-minute warning without any timeouts. Good job.
people also win at casinos.
All right, Amory, you want to do your NFL headlines?
No, because we only have 45 seconds.
Okay, do your best joke for the
No,
wrestling. Come on.
we're saving that. They got to get tickets.
We're at the YMCA
Come on,
tomorrow.
Steve.
Which one, Van?
Whichever one will have us.
Okay, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Come see us. Steve Palmasano of the Albuquerque Dukes store. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything that we didn't cover, which is not as ample as usual because we had 3 hours, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Hey, Marie, you welcome back.
Thank you.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.